Want to set the world on fire.
Please welcome Tom Montgomery.
In your heart.
I'm here, and your white
my
privileges
heart,
are going
I
to
have
save you
but
tonight, okay,
one
guys?
desire, and that one is you. No other will do. I've lost all ambition for worldly acclaim.
Any government is to monopolize as much violence as possible in order for it to inflict it on as many citizens as possible.
I've been on this like weird anarchist arc for a few months now. This is playing by their rules, exactly how they are.
Me. I don't want to set the world on fire. I just want to start a flame.
You're watching the Dog and Chicken Show. Like, share, subscribe.
That's right. It's time for the Dog and Chicken Show.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is episode 134, baby. Yeah, we're having a good old time tonight and about to get a whole lot better because you know what? You're here. We're here. What better time to be alive than today between Elon's bullshit? Biden doesn't know who he's shaking hands with. This is going to be a fun night. We're going to have a lot of fun with this. Anyway, I am Chicken, your big bucking emperor. Thank you to this gentleman down below and his awesome picks. Yes, and I am starting the night off with some Buffalo Trace. Yes. And fellas, Tony fucking G over here. What are you drinking tonight?
Yes, it is I, Tony fucking G. Like, share, subscribe. Of course, this stream and all the others we will be sharing throughout the night. And of course, Tony the Rod 2.0 on the tick of talk. I'm going to have me a bit of a Scotch evening. I've got a bunch of little sampler bottles, and I figure there's really no better way to start off than one we just recently reviewed on the KOE Nation, Glendronach 21. I've just got a little bit left, and golly, I can't.
The review to that's incoming soon, folks.
It's going to be inglorious. And if we get into anything crazy, I do have a shot glass and a beer down here, so we'll see where it goes.
Phil, you got your gin? Yeah.
Well,
I just
folks,
seen
it is I, the man of the hour, the man with the power, the man that makes the other podcast cower, the prince and potentate of the political parlance, and one damn handsome man, if I do say so myself. Folks, you can find me at KOE Nation on YouTube, KOE Nation on Twitch, KOE Nation on TikTok for all of your KOE content. But folks, we are here at Big Bucking Empire, episode 134. My soul's on fire, feeling tot. Yes, folks, we are getting together Friday once again. The Friday trio rides again, folks. But this evening, I am drinking Woodford Reserve wine, beer, and spirit store pick, just the standard Woodford, not the double oak. Pretty good stuff. It's a great mixer, but also, worry not, I did bring a bottle of gin, but I ain't got to worry about nothing because ain't none of y'all got the guts to make me drink any of this. It ain't going to happen. It's not going to be a thing. Nobody's going to make me do it.
Yeah, it already happened.
None of you got the guts. None of you got the temerity.
Hey, Phil.
None of you got the ball.
Hey, Phil, fuck you. I already sent 500.
Yeah.
No, you didn't. I don't see it on the screen.
Yeah, I did.
Fuck you. It's not there. It's not real.
Let me set up my virtual cam and I can reload it if you really want.
Tiberius, thank you for coming in.
How are we doing there, Ty? And yes, the great Tiberius D is here amongst us, and Justin Chris, and you guys are all a bunch of Wiener Schnitzel.
Phil, I just wanted to get the cheap one out of the way real quick. I just figured I'd rather get it in while it's cheap and not have to wait for it to get more expensive because shit. And we got Steven in here. It looks like he's sending stars in. So
it's 100 stars from Steven.
Okay. Thank God. Because all right.
Well, he can just backlog that. He can backlog that and wait.
Well, all right.
If he wants.
So Tony, Chicken, is this legitimate or is this bullshit?
No.
No, it's legit. 500 from Tony. Yeah,
God
it's
damn it.
legit.
Tony, I was just beginning to like you.
No, you
Very
weren't.
true.
You fucking liar.
Well,
You love me.
you know, I always start off the gin shots with the old classic Irish Gaelic toast. To fighting, stealing, and drinking. If you're going to fight, may it be for a friend. If you're going to steal, may it be a lover's heart. And if you're going to fucking drink, better be with me.
Is it delicious?
Yep.
Is it delicious? Oh, Steven says he fucked up. It's okay. It's all right. Just hold on to those. We'll put those on your tab, and we'll get there. Melanie asks, "What does it take to get Phil on the gin?" Well, funny you should say that. Let me get it pulled up. I've got the starboard here, just in case anybody's curious. I know it's been a while for some people,
That
but
hurt.
anybody
that
who wants to
that would actually physically hurt.
anybody that wants to jump in on the star board, here it is. I've already done the first shot on Phil for 500 stars.
Oh, so there's more.
Anything involved with drinking.
Steven just dropped 834 out of nowhere.
Oh shit! All right. Hang on. Let me get through this quick.
So wait, he's 70 some odd stars short with that 100.
Okay, hang on. Let me get through the starboard before anything crazy happens. Look. It's listed here. If you want somebody to rant about something, it's 500 every time. 500 stars to make somebody sing a song every time. 100 stars to mute someone per minute that you want them to be muted. 500 stars for a beer chug per person. So if it's me and I do one, then the next time it'd be 1,000. If I had to do a third beer chug, it'd be 2,000. So on and so forth. Same thing with the shots. Phil's already done the 500 star shot, so now Phil specifically is on a 1,000 star shot the next time he has to take a shot. And Steven has already dumped, 950?
Is that what's in there? How much do we need to finish
no, he
off
needs
that?
like 900 or he needs another 60 some odd stars. To
So 60 more stars for the second gin shot.
Here, you know what?
Chicken, no, you shut your whore mouth, chicken.
What?
You know, we don't want it to just be idle there. It'd be a shame if Phil was.
Well, no, because nobody in this audience has the guts to drop 70 stars. Chicken, it's not quite as brave if you do it, because nobody in this audience, none of you got the guts. Come on, I'll take on a lot of you.
My Facebook app says there's a stars party going on, and I like to party.
Oh,
I like to party too.
Rock the party, rock the party. Oh no.
Did
Should I just start pouring this and getting it ready?
You probably should.
There we go. Yeah, just get it ready.
God damn it.
There you go.
Did you say party?
Honey.
Big fucking empire.
Oh.
I
There's
can't
that
believe
last
I
100
gotta
coming in
do
hot.
this again. Big fucking empire.
There it is.
You bastards making me shoot more gin.
There we go. Now it looks realistic. The cash from my stars still go to charity. Some of it.
Yeah, we're actually one of these nights we're gonna put like a Jeopardy wheel and we're gonna spin it and figure out which charity we actually do. So yeah, we are some proceeds will actually make its way to charity, folks. We're just trying to figure out which one.
Yeah, and we do have the Facebook page set up for Under the Giant 3, the beer
That'll
drinking
be the big
night.
one.
And it's going to be a big one. We're going to try to go big or go home on this one. I believe we're set on the Wounded Warrior Project as our charity of choice for this one. So make sure that you are there for that one.
Yes,
folks.
all proceeds that are donated on Andre's night will be going to Wounded Warriors, folks. So
relish the taste.
God damn it. Why? We're fucking 9 minutes in.
Hey, you're the one to talk shit.
Yeah.
How is the gin?
A little easier the second time.
Ooh, feels getting loose.
Fuck you. That's all I have to say. Good God Almighty. So, folks,
Big Bucking Empire.
the next one, 15,000 stars.
Yeah,
15,000.
Let's go with 100. Let's go with 100.
Yeah,
no, fuck you. So
15,000, my ass. All right, that was fun. I'm glad we got to start off with doing something nice.
Good start to the show. Phil's gonna be primed for the rest of
So
it.
yeah, it's 1,500 stars, but I ain't gotta worry, Because none of you got the guts. None of you got the balls. None of you got the temerity. You ain't man enough. You ain't gonna do it. And for the ladies in the audience, you ain't lady enough. No, folks. You ain't gonna make me drink no more Beefeater gin.
Okay, all right. Chill out. All right.
It's all good.
Damn.
We're all friends.
All right, so 1,500 stars if you really want to make Phil take another shot at gin. So there you go, folks. Great start to the show. Cheers. What do we actually got to talk about?
Well, Tony, I think you got the first opening story.
Which one were we starting with? This is a good one. I don't know shit about it, but this is gonna be fun.
Let's do
I have a feeling this is gonna be an epic story that we will be talking about for probably decades to come. It has that much importance, folks. So I know everybody.
Oh, they found him?
Well,
then they stole
bury
him?
the lead. Jeez.
Sorry.
Uh-oh. What just happened?
Here we go. Corn Pop was a bad dude.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, there's 1,000 coming in from Melanie Henry.
Oh, Melanie.
Oh, no.
I was just beginning to like you. What the hell?
We just got to finish
We're
off the
so
500,
close.
unless she's got something else
500
in
more.
mind.
We're
Nobody's.
so close. Yeah,
I ain't
that's
got to
true.
worry
It
about
does
it.
not
I
have
do
to be,
not have to
Phil.
worry about it.
It doesn't have to be Phil, but we know you want it to be Phil, so we're close.
Yes.
We're
Tiberius
close.
D
Yes.
for Secretary of State. Yes. I will consider that when my run for president in 2024. I will consider Tiberius D for Secretary of State. That is an excellent, excellent idea. And well, let's get right at so a
Yes.
7 foot tall Bigfoot.
So I know people around here are
Now,
probably
is
familiar with
this
these
the
stupid-
real Bigfoot?
Yes, obviously.
It looks like it.
Does it not look like it? Come on. I mean, that's photographic evidence there.
Well, it
That's
looks
better than some
like
Brady Betamax footage.
it looks like the Patterson footage, which is 100% a dude in a monkey costume.
Phil,
All right,
okay.
100.
Just like
Okay, 1,000%.
All right. So,
Want to
from
know
Fox
how,
2
like
Detroit, we've
Well, no,
got.
dude. It's bullshit.
Come on. Come on. Can you not like just shit all over the amazing Bigfoot,
I want to believe.
Tony stole it for his secret furry dungeon.
No, actually, these things are not furry. Like, I'm sure people around here like know what these things are. It's just the like metal cutout silhouette of Bigfoot. People have them all over around here. I see them every day. I love I kind of want one myself. So, Michigan police looking for stolen 7-foot Bigfoot. St. Joseph County, Michigan, Fox 2. 7-foot tall metal Sasquatch is missing from southwest Michigan. Michigan State Police said the 7-foot tall Bigfoot lawn ornament was stolen on or after March 22nd from a home on West End Road near Back Road in St. Joseph County Park Township. Oh, it just breaks my heart. Police said it appears that someone used bolt cutters to remove the decoration from a steel post. Have you no heart? Sasquatch feels too, people.
Hold on.
God. What?
Does that mean it was chained down or padlocked? Like, why would you have to
Well, it's probably
secure?
bolted to a pole to keep it upright.
They had to secure a fucking fake Bigfoot?
Now, I do have to say, to
Well, yeah, obviously. It was
any
stolen.
What's
any
it made
fan
out of?
Trailer Park Boys is immediately thinking, they stole him a fucking Sam Squanch.
It does not say which. Well, hang on. Maybe
What's it made
does,
out of?
It does
What's
say.
it-
I'm getting there. Residents told police they saw a white panel van with dark driver and passenger side windows. Parked in the area. Turned around in the driveway of the home where the watch was stolen. Van left headed north. Sasquatch is made of a rusty brown colored sheet metal with sharp edges that look like Bigfoot's fur.
I was hoping it was like copper or something, because then it would make sense. Like,
Folks, if
how much does
anybody
sheet metal cost today? Is inflation that bad?
Probably a lot, yeah.
Like,
I
I could
know.
understand if it was copper or lumber. Like, that shit's not cheap these
Oh, if it
days.
was lumber, forget about it. Like somebody would have
Yeah.
died. Folks, if you have any information on this, here's the number you need to call.
Salty fat man.
Call MSP right here. Like, this is vital. We got to get this back.
Zombie
No, I don't-
Batman's talking about our thumbnail, of course. I don't think I've seen uglier faces on sexier bodies in my life.
I think he's got that backwards.
Whoa, zombie. I was about to say, I am one sexy bitch. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I am just unbelievably sexy in that thumbnail. And yes, the body that they chose for me really just kind of played down how sexy I am. So I don't know about that zombie Batman.
God, we need somebody to where's Tyler at? Tyler, we need another 500 stars.
I was gonna say Melanie.
No.
Melanie's got the 1,000 in there. She does have the
No.
choice to do something else with it.
That's
than
true.
give
She
it to
can pick
Phil.
something else.
Like,
Oh my God, thumbnail question mark?
What?
You bastard.
Oh no, he just said never seen such ugly faces on such sexy bodies. I know.
mhm.
It's like
Yeah.
Okay,
fat
I'm gonna
bastard from Mike
go-
Myers. Look at my sexy body. Did you already polish off that 21?
I did. It's so good.
No, that was quick. Yes.
There wasn't a lot in there, so
Yeah,
Fair
we
enough.
did kind of enjoy
we
that.
hardly knew you.
Yes.
I'm gonna get into this very disappointing Glenfiddich Select cask. I love Glenfiddich, but this was not a great sampler pack. So I'm happy to see these go. This was a better one. So I'm glad everybody was here to talk about that really important Bigfoot story.
Yeah. Well,
Well, my biggest question is, all right, guys, real talk here, real talk.
Okay.
Chicken, Tony, and the audience. Is Bigfoot real?
In the crypto sense, no, I don't believe he is.
define real.
Real.
I mean, well,
Like, I'm sorry.
whatever
This isn't a Twitch panel. How do you define real? It's fucking real, okay? Don't play
Phil,
pretend like
I'm
you
not
don't know what the fuck I'm
cryptozoologist.
talking about.
I can't define what real is.
Oh God.
Thanks for liking the stream, Lynn. Melanie is waiting for you to drink. I'm sorry. I know.
We're 500 short. Do I have to come bail this out?
I'm fine.
Somebody
with it.
does.
Like Matrix
500
real.
more
That,
stars.
okay, see, that's a good point because that's what I'm saying.
On
Like
it.
the footage of Bigfoot that we have all
God
known,
damn.
we've all seen. That is real footage. It's just what's in the footage. How do you define what a Sasquatch is? And exactly, real like a laptop. Well, that was pretty damn real.
Boom. There it is.
God damn it.
Uh-oh.
Chicken.
And 500 more. Phil, let's go. All right.
Damn it, guys.
Heather says he's
Totally real.
All right.
Real like a laptop.
Exactly.
Yes. Well, yeah, if that's the case, like real like Hunter Biden's laptop where he might actually technically be real, but we're not allowed to talk to about it and he'll be just silenced to the media. So, there's that. Melanie, why?
Because-
Utu, Melanie? Oh,
Because
good Lord.
funny.
He loves it.
2 fingers flying.
Fuck Jen. Fuck whoever invented it. Oh my God.
Oh, we should do a whole episode on the history of gin.
Oh my God. And
Let
Phil,
me
you
know whose
dipped
grave
in.
I need to go piss on. Yes. Yes. Let me, like, who's responsible for this?
Oh.
God.
He loves some gin.
Fuck you. Fuck all of you. That was awful.
Oh, yes,
That was epically
Yeah,
awful.
awful, epic. Same thing. Yeah.
So, folks,
Phil is at 2,000 now, if anybody was wondering.
and as you can see, there's still plenty of gin in this bottle, bitches. None of you
Phil?
got the temerity. It ain't gonna happen. I ain't gotta worry about nothing. I ain't gotta worry about nothing, folks.
Phil, I got some good news for you, by the way.
Oh no.
I made sure to get the Hawkeye gin from the
Oh.
cabin the other weekend.
Oh,
Nice.
It's here with
Thanks.
me, so when you run out of Beefeater, there's going to be a nice $6, maybe $7 bottle of gin.
I don't know how, but that bottle is somehow worse than this. Like,
No, honestly, it can't be any worse. Like, Beefeater's terrible. Beefeater's absolute shit gin.
yeah, but that's just hairspray.
This
Mm.
wasn't that bad. I've had worse. Like, Beefeater.
Yeah, you probably drank better hairspray in your life. Yes, I
Well, that's
don't
true.
doubt that. But
So
That is true.
for those that don't know, Yank from Yanked Up Podcast had his bachelor party, and we all got to meet up and have some drinks with the fellows from Yanked Up, and it was a great old time. And then as soon as Phil, I'm not gonna give away the whole story, but Phil had like an impromptu live show as soon as he walked through the door.
He did.
Yeah, it was great. We got it all on camera. I'm working on editing that video to drop on Locals because there's music in the background. So like I can't put it on YouTube.
Yep, I hit the door and people are paying me stars immediately. And I'm like, oh, fuck.
It was beautiful.
Really?
It was so great.
It was.
I got in on that too. I ended up chugging like 4 beers that night. Yeah, it was like 3 in a row. It was pretty rough. Tyler did at least 2 of them with me, so he joined in on the fun.
Melanie Henry, gin is horrible, period. I'm sure you can remove nail polish with it. And I'm,
Actually,
now
yes.
I am really just kind of lamenting what this shit's doing to my insides. Like, I'm sure it's
scraping the bubble gum off that you swallowed in 6.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, God. Yeah, there's that. So, folks, gin, that's a nay. Always go with beautiful God's own whiskey if you can at all. If you can at all choose, if it's your choice.
The only time you should really be in a clear spirit is when you're drinking like moonshine or a clear whiskey. Let's be frank.
I'll never forget Ron Swanson. His joke is vodka is a drink for middle-aged white women. And I even had to drop vodka has no calories. So that's why.
Speaking of middle-aged white women, I think that takes us into another story.
That's a segue.
We're super stoked to talk about. Like, I know you guys have been like just mashing your heads about this all week. I know I have been. This one really, really just threw me for a loop, guys. Khloe Kardashian reignites the fake Disney photo talk. I fucked this one up. Can you believe this shit, guys?
What's happening? I don't understand.
I was about to say, I could believe it or I couldn't because I don't fucking follow the Kardashians.
You haven't been on top of this?
No. We've got World War III and Elon Musk fighting in a literal info war. So no, actually.
No, this is more important, guys.
I was like, wow, these people are still a thing?
Well, of course, they're the Kardashians, Phil. Come on.
So no strangers to Photoshop in the back in January. They left millions of fans confused over seemingly innocent post about the date. Said they photoshopped that they went to Disneyland. Like, why?
Well, exactly. So here, this is from Newsweek. Khloe Kardashian has seemingly...
Were they grooming those kids?
Well, to quote Paul Mooney,
that's not what the story was about, but
I'm just gonna go ahead. This is a Paul Mooney joke, but he goes, "Let me tell you something about the Kardashian kids. Those girls are hoes, and their mama is they pimp." Okay, and so
technically,
so that's what's going on with the Kardashian.
So Khloe Kardashian has seemingly admitted to photoshopping her daughter True.
Wait, which one's Khloe?
The one that used to be chubby until she wasn't.
Which one was chubby?
I don't. The younger one. I don't know. That was.
That
was the only time I ever
married
remembered.
Kanye, right? That was Kim.
No, that was
right?
Kim.
That's the only one I know.
I remember walking through a room one day and it was on, and Khloe was in there. I'm so fat. I'm not as hot as my sisters. Ever since then, she's been she was a whore to begin with.
That's what happened to you.
Yeah. That's true. I caught about 5 minutes of an episode of
Your
Keeping
brain
Up.
rotted immediately.
It did. It rotted. So she photoshopped a picture of her daughter True into an Instagram post shared by her sister Kim. The Kardashian clan are no strangers to Photoshop scandal, and back in January, they left their millions of fans confused over a seemingly innocent post about a day out to Disneyland. Khloe's daughter, True, turned 4 yesterday, and to mark the occasion, the family took to Instagram to share photos of the tot and her celebrations. However, in one post shared to Instagram stories, Khloe Kardashian shared a photo and said, "What a wonderful birthday at Disneyland." Now, I did see the picture, and it is pretty fucking lame. Here's one. Yeah, that looks pretty shitty. Where's the next one? This one. Like,
okay, that's not even well done.
No, it's not even close.
Try with that one.
Why is she faking going to Disneyland? She can afford it.
I don't know. That's the
quality.
Tony, I love that you know so much about them. Look, I'm not proud of this. Like, I hate these people. It just happened to pop up on my news feed. All right, I had to read about it. It's not like I follow these people around like religiously or anything.
500 stars. Jeremy
Oh.
Kunert. Who's that going to, buddy?
Shit. Jeremy, what you want, son?
Snapdragons.
I have a feeling that's going to be directed at me now that I brought up a Kardashian story.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was
fucking
just
deserve
terrible.
it.
Like, again, yeah, you're right. Like, why is this even? Why would you?
She could take him there tomorrow. She's got the she's probably got a fucking access to a private jet.
She could do what they call renting out the park, where you rent the whole park out for a day. Oh, Tony's got to do a shot, and Tony's got to do a shot of that shitty gin.
All right, fine. But first, let me finish this. So at the time, fans speculated that her face had been photoshopped onto the body of Stormy Webster, Kylie Jenner's daughter. Quote, "Welp, I fucked this one up," Khloe said in response to a fan on Twitter on Wednesday who grilled her over the alleged Photoshop, along with a recent birthday post of True. "Anyways, let's focus on something else," she added. "Our show airs in a few days."
Oh, so it was publicity. Okay.
Yeah, so this will be the one and only time we ever shill that god-awful show. Why are these people still a thing? Why are the Kardashians ever a thing? These are some of the worst human beings on the fucking planet, and the fact that anybody has ever been entertained by these people makes me a sad human being. Makes me a sad panda.
Why are the Kardashians famous? Okay.
Because
first you got to explain O.J. Simpson. Okay, if you want to really get to the whole fucking story here, you got to explain to people O.J. Simpson.
This goes back a while.
Yeah, this is like when the Kardashians got onto the scene. What kind of initially got them big was two things: was confusion with the Cardassians on Star Trek. So it's like, wait, what are these the Star Trek people? And B, their OJ connection. Like the OJ connection was huge, and then OJ is kind of back. And all right, Tony, you know it's the right thing to do. T.
Thanks, Jeremy. I'm glad you got in on this.
God bless
this wonderful Hawkeye gin from the great state of Iowa.
I heard it's really good. Phil said he loved it.
Yeah,
I would love to never see it again.
Well, you will, Phil. Don't you worry. You'll be reunited soon enough.
Oh, no. You'll be drinking that whole bottle down before this is all said and done, T. That's not nearly as much pain as I go through, T.
It's not. I mean, it's like paint thinner. Oh, God, it's just awful.
Post Kardashian story, I do have one to piggyback that we didn't plan on that we missed it last week.
Oh God,
did you guys see this?
What is this?
The Madonna TikTok?
Oh no.
Oh yes.
How much? Like Jesus, is that a filter or she had a lot of surgery?
Yes, and probably
stop you with the up next video bullshit. Stop it. Fuck you. Fuck you. God damn it. I fucking hate these websites.
It's real.
Oh, wow. That's a lot of surgery.
They do not want you to hear this.
All right. Just mute. Wait for this.
Yeah, I don't want to hear it either.
Yeah.
So,
there.
Up next. God damn it.
Sound.
No, I shut it off on purpose.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She's playing music, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, of course she is. What in the fuck? What? It looks like a rubber mask.
Yeah.
Well,
and actually, I think that one looks better than the original.
The bottom lip is hanging very unusually. Like
Jesus, what is? Ugh.
So
how old is she now, though? Like
Madonna, she's in her 60s. So Madonna's going for Joan Rivers.
Yeah.
She's got a little ways to go before she gets.
Well, yeah, she's got another decade.
Yeah. Okay, that's true.
Like
what the fuck?
She's had some great moments, but this is creepy. Hold on, let's see if there's.
Yeah, it does. Like I imagine that's what it would look like if I went up to like the adult bookstore, bought a blow up doll, and blew it up.
Yeah,
like,
here you go.
Like
Here's the full one.
Oh,
this is
wow.
Like yeah, this gets gross and creepy.
Her lips legitimately look like a butthole.
Yeah, that's where I got to mute the music. There we go.
Steven says she looks like a surprised catfish. Well, yeah, get out of here, Madonna.
Mute.
We don't,
Here we go.
We don't care about
What
your.
is she wearing?
Not much.
Watch
True.
this. This is so fucking creepy.
Oh my god.
That's a lot of collagen implants,
Ew.
allegedly.
What the frick, man? Yeah, that ain't right.
Look at her eyes. It's
I
so
don't.
creepy.
Yeah, she cannot be coherent right now. Like,
Greetings, Earthlings.
Take me to your
later.
let's put a green filter on this, and yeah.
Okay, look, she does have an eyelash filter on. Look at that. You can tell that's a filter.
Yep, you
That's the
saw
thing
it right
about
there.
TikTok. Yeah, yep.
You saw the filter thing kind of fuck up. For a
I
second.
will give TikTok that. Like their filters are fucking almost flawless on a lot of the time, but on this skeleton,
Yep, you saw it when her
thing,
hand went over her face there. But
holy god, I'm really glad that she handed the baton off to Miley Cyrus because this gal needs to hang up being a sex symbol.
Yeah.
Jesus. Pour one out for thine homie.
Oh my god. Yeah. So
That's horrible.
that was like the creepiest thing I've
Thanks
seen
for that.
all last week, and then we had the show, and I didn't.
you know, folks, you
fucking bring it
can
up.
donate some stars now. I think I might. Like, I'm not gonna do it.
Bill wants some
voluntarily.
gin now.
I think I might need a gin shot after that one. But no,
Only
no,
2,000 stars to make
Okay.
Jill.
Okay. Here you go. That's
Check
the.
it, you fucking whore.
Here's the quiz or the question.
Yeah.
How many gin shots does it take?
Oh. No.
Phil's on 3 now.
How many does this bottle hold?
Phil, you had 9 on one show. I'm gonna go with 9.
Okay, yeah, it's probably fair.
Imagine that being your grandma and she wants a kiss. Ah, no,
Oh, God.
grandma, no. Ah.
Like where? Like
Yeah, the whole bottle. Yeah, that's probably fair. Oh God,
we know where that mouth has been for 40 years.
Yeah, the closer she gets to the camera, the more gin it would take for sure. Phil is craving gin.
Why would you do this?
I
She can see herself. Like, she's got to be looking at that going, oh, this does not look good. That was the freakiest till I saw.
Well, this is
fucking
another one of
thumbnail.
This is another one of those things that I say to older people. Like, how many facelifts do you have to see before you realize they haven't worked all the bugs out yet?
I was gonna say, like, but that's the thing. People get so desensitized to it. It's like getting tattoos. People say once you get a tattoo, you're addicted to getting them. People who get facial cosmetic surgery become addicted to it and can't see how big of a monster they're turning themselves into.
But yeah,
It's
and the
horrifying.
doctors are. This is a Bill Burr
What's that
book, but he
one
goes,
gal?
Jesus Christ, what the hell? We did everything right. We followed all the steps. Oh, you forgot your keys. Here they are. Here, I couldn't recognize you. It looked so beautiful. Burn everything. Burn it all. So
Maybe she got glaucoma and can't see her face. If she got glaucoma, she'd be higher than a kite. And that might explain why she's making those
But
videos.
no,
She
like,
did look pretty fucking stoned.
Here's the thing. I bet if Madonna hadn't have gotten allegedly the surgeries, I bet she'd actually look a lot better. Like, you know, like that's
Do you
the thing, like-
remember the one that wanted to look like Angelina Jolie?
Which one?
Oh, you've never seen this one?
No.
Yeah, there's a gal
Oh,
who
no.
wanted to look like
Oh.
Angelina Jolie, so she
Oh,
got
Wasn't
surgery.
Octomom, was it?
No, but this is her.
What the
Oh.
fuck?
Dude, fail.
I mean, no, she legitimately looks like Angelina Jolie. If Angelina Jolie had been floating in a
The
river.
zombie
like-
movie.
You ever see that game Plants vs. Zombies?
Yeah.
Click on the right looks like somebody would be coming at your lawnmower.
Okay, guys. All
True.
right. I'm sorry. I gotta take this off, but this is a true story. This is a absolutely fucking true story. So, okay, no, pull that picture up again.
Oh God.
Okay, because it
Zoom
needs to
in.
be there.
I have a
Really like
feeling
it?
you're gonna have to
Needs
zoom in
to
on
be here for this story.
Okay.
But
My
the
apologies.
names have been changed to
I
protect.
didn't know
Bring
you
it
come
back.
so
Bring it
attached
back.
to the Angelina
Well, okay,
Jolie
I'm gonna get
mummy.
started. So, years ago, I knew an undertaker who had to exhume a body of a World War II veteran, and this person had been
Wow.
buried since World War II, but they were going to be moved to another place, and they had to get a piece of jewelry off of it. It's because apparently some relative wanted the jewelry. It was a ring. And so this Undertaker takes a picture of the body that's been in its casket since the 40s. And it's like, oh, Phil, you want to see something? Like, no, I don't need to. And suddenly, when I see this woman here, I suddenly have a flashback to that picture of a body that's been in its casket since the 1940s. And I do got to say, it looks exactly like Michael Jackson Thriller. Yeah, so I don't know what the fuck. Like, I can, like, this is, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think Lynn pretty
Lynn
much
summed it up.
nailed it.
Looks
Yeah.
like Tim Burton,
Burton
presents
presents-
Angelina Jolie.
Yeah, this is Corpse Bride right here. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah, maybe Jin's not such a bad idea.
Right now,
after
there's some like heavy metal dude out there that's like, my dream girl does exist.
Oh
Like,
no,
yeah,
it's
like-
not some heavy metal dude. It's some rapper thinking I could put this bitch on my stage.
Yeah,
You know,
let's
hey,
like have
hey.
pyrotechnics and have big party and.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Wow. Now, I sympathy for this girl, whoever did this, who felt the need to do all this. Like, to me, I just think that's terrible. And it looks like she got scammed by a bad surgeon, which does happen from time to time.
Well, she got scammed by him like multiple dozens of times.
That does look like that would have to be more
Or
than one
she
procedure.
It
Doesn't
was.
actually know who Angelina Jolie is.
Mm.
There's that possibility that maybe she had the wrong person in mind. Living dead girl. That's
Oh
great.
man, that's strange. Like I didn't.
Bizarre.
Yeah, I don't know who this person is, and I feel for you, but Jesus God Almighty, like that's now like have you guys ever seen this show Botched, where people
Yeah.
come in
Yeah,
and get their
that's
botched
sad.
plastic surgery? Like it's kind of like those tattoo artists that know how to cover up really bad tattoos. Like
Right,
it's an
right.
art
Yep.
form all in itself. But yeah, to me, it's like, hey, folks, there's a second case of they don't have all the kinks worked out yet.
No.
Mhm. There's some
Like-
bad tattoos.
Well,
Yeah.
beyond tattoos, plastic surgery too.
Yeah,
They don't
yeah,
have
yeah,
the
I'm
kinks
just-
worked out. Yeah, so tattoos. Who needs them? Actually, I don't think anybody on this show has a tattoo.
I do on my back.
Cool.
It's
Oh yeah.
Horrible.
Phil has a tramp stamp with my name on it.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. It's all in
yeah.
weird
I
cursive.
did notice that last time we met up.
Yeah.
I mean, Phil told me
Wait.
about it.
Wait, what? I have a tattoo. Like I look back. Tony, God damn it! Like, what the fuck?
100
Don't
stars
worry, it's
coming in
just-
hot.
Social.
Lynn sent it in 100.
What's he want to mute somebody?
I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
I figured it was a social.
Uh,
You do have that power, Lynn.
Tony, you have one more, I believe, about battleships.
Yeah, this one I have not
You
read.
sunk
anything
my
about
battleship.
This will be fun. I'm so excited. Do you guys remember that there's like some conflict going on? Like,
Oh yeah, the fake "go fuck yourself" story. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, between all the Kardashian and Musk stuff, couldn't
Why
really
is
hear.
this
But
giant
I do-
banner here.
I do got to give credit here. I actually said this over on the Tiberius D show when I was over there about a half hour ago, a little over actually now. But I said I got to give credit to the Ukrainian military. They helped upgrade Russia's flagship to a submarine.
Yeah, there you go.
Well done. Well done.
nice.
So yeah, the update. This is Vice World News.
So the same warship. It's the same one. Are you sure?
Yeah, this is Russia's "Go Fuck Yourself" warship. It's now officially fucked. This is coming from Vice World News. Russia admitted that its infamous warship sank, but disputed whether a Ukrainian missile did it. There you can see the warship, the Russian "Go Fuck Yourself" warship, the Moskva in 2013. So this one's been around for a little while. Russia did admit late Thursday that the warship indeed sank, but it still has not acknowledged that Ukraine attacked the vessel. Ukraine says it sank Russia's infamous "Go Fuck Yourself" warship. Russia says, no, the boat just accidentally fucked itself. For the moment, there's no telling who's right about the fate of Russia's notorious Moskva cruiser, the feared and mighty flagship of the Black Sea Fleet. The vessel's catapulted the fame in the early days of Russia's invasion in late February after Ukrainian border guards refused the ship's warning to surrender fortifications on Snake Island with the phrase Russian warship go fuck yourself.
Now, I gotta say, I mean, Jesus Christ. If you guys have heard the reason that the Russian military gave, this is the reason the Russian military gave, was there was a fire on the ship which caused their munitions to explode, which caused their ship to sink. Now, guys, that was how the pirate ship sank in A Very Muppets Pirate Tale. Okay. So what you're telling me is that your Navy is no more competent than Gonzo and Rizzo the Rat from the Muppets. That's not a good look because, wait, what? Yeah, you're saying like Rusty Trombone, we sank ourselves. You didn't take a lot of time to think up that answer, did you? That's
No.
one, you should have given at least 10 more minutes of
This
thought.
is like if Biden was asked who sank the ship.
He'd be like, Jill did it.
It was the thing, the thing.
I didn't sink the ship. Jill did it.
Did it. Yeah, Jill.
Like, I do
Now,
think it's funny,
my
like,
husband
as an
Jill.
aside, that will probably go down as Joe Biden's, like, main phrase of his presidency, the thing. Like Bill Clinton, whether anybody likes or not, it's depending on what the meaning of is. And I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Miss Lewinsky. And for Joe Biden, it'll be, the thing.
Bill, this accusation's against you. It was sunk by Shlonsky Exterminov, drunk
Yes.
off gin again.
That could be, they call him the Shark of Kiev. He
The
single-handedly sank that boat with just a bottle of gin, just poked a hole into it. I'm also the ghost of Kiev. So there's that. And, there's been lots of heroes that have been able to come out of this particular story.
Tony, can you scroll this back up real quick? This story, so if you know Vice over the years, like they used to be kind of edgy and fucking kind of cool hip news and like giving you stories that nobody ever heard of before.
Yeah.
But now they just like carry water for every propaganda fucking. That's why I'm just like, I just kind of roll my eyes at this. But then it's like, but we're still trying to be edgy. Go fuck yourself, warship. Go fuck yourself, Russia. Like they're trying to be as edgy as possible in here, and it doesn't land. Like,
Well, the only one I did like the
this
line.
is poorly written at best.
Well, yeah. Who's writing for Vice in 2022?
It's like somebody's gonna read this and be like, "Oh my god, did you see what Vice said in the news? They called it the go fuck yourself ship."
I mean, but
Except
people
for
writing
that
for
go
Vice-
fuck yourself story wasn't really real, so who cares?
Now, Tony, if you'll check Facebook Messenger, I also sent you a story of another unknown party within this Ukrainian war. It's another unique character. So, but we'll go through this a little more while Tony goes through that. So, while it's not clear who did what, both sides seem to agree somehow that what might be called the curse of Snake Island has now been fulfilled. The ship has sunk.
Who called it this curse of Snake Island? Like somehow that what might be called the curse. No, they just made up this. Now it's a curse of Snake Island. This is good. Like, okay, here's what's going to happen is New York Times is now going to quote Vice and say it's the curse of Snake Island. Then Washington Post is going to be like New York Times, who
curse
reported
of Snake
from
Island fulfilled.
Yeah, now that's what it's going to be. That's going to be a headline here in a couple days. They're all going to be repeating the curse of Snake Island. Fuck you.
And
So
some
is
guys,
this picture from CNN with?
Yeah.
it's a joke, Tony.
Right.
It's a meme.
I know,
Put it-
but this is what you want me to pull.
yes, put it up because
All right.
there's another person that needs to be acknowledged.
Is Brian Stelter in this? This would be great.
No, better. So yes, according to CNN, breaking during some of the heaviest shelling in the city of Kharkiv, former primary school teacher Ivan Kokichki has been traveling throughout the city and taking care of unaccompanied minors. Locals have started calling him the Kharkiv Kid Finder for his seemingly supernatural ability to find young boys who don't have anybody protecting them. So,
that is fucking good.
Allegedly in a video game, winky face. Oh God. Well, it would be fun to watch, but it would really just be Tiberius just intellectually kicking Vosh around for however long we scheduled the debate. Because I've been on a panel with Vosh before, and I must say, to quote the great George St. Pierre, I am not impressed by your performance.
Now
But yeah, this is Vosh. This is a joke,
yeah.
folks. Jesus Christ.
He won't when he loses, he won't go back to the original arguments over and over. Like every debate with Vosh is the same. When he starts to lose, he just like detracts and never goes back to the original point. Like it's really bad.
And I remember he actually did several times literal gaslighting where he'd say, you know, I think ABC. And then
he would say, you're gaslighting.
Yeah. No, I never said ABC. I never once said I believe in ABC. And then GSU Gambit, he was at, actually, at this point, you said exactly this. Well, okay, fine. So, yeah.
Call me out on it, I
minutes
guess.
ago.
So, yeah. Sorry, got to get a little jab into our fellow streamers out there. But yeah, I'm sorry. That one's, you know, Vosh, don't have shit takes about fucking really cringy stuff, and those kind of jokes won't get made.
That's true.
So,
I mean, if you avoid becoming that guy, then yeah, that stigma won't follow you around. But I know it's super hard to not get the stigma of the kid finder. Super hard not to do that. Yeah. It could happen to anybody, right? Right?
Anybody with those shit tier takes, Tony.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of like the Onion report where it's like a 5-year-old kid gets eaten by a 300-pound python, and the family's like, God, this could have happened to any family with a 13-foot-long python in their home. You think a 300-pound snake's going to bring nothing but joy to your family. But, yeah, so just had to throw that
Who's
one
a good
in.
lapdog?
Who's a good lapdog?
Who's a good puppy?
Back to Ukraine in all seriousness here, though. This ain't good. The fact that their flagship sinks trying to take over Ukraine, this is... Like, I'll be honest, a lot of my imagery of like the Spetsnaz as being these badass motherfuckers that you like bullets bounce off of them and they fucking like a lot of that I've been divorced of that notion. And I think a lot of their equipment is falling apart mostly due to corruption. It's like, well, General Yuri promises you great Russian government and Russian Federation. I will manage the repairs of all of our Grand Russian Navy, which is totally never going to be used in the next 100 fucking years. So I'm going to just take all this money, buy myself 26 Ferraris and a lovely mansion off the Black Sea, and just let the boats fall to shit. Oh no, we go to war? Boy, I hope those fuckers hold together. Like, I'm guessing like it's corruption is the main reason why their tanks and their fucking boats and shit are falling apart. And I'm sorry. That story as to why it fell apart, like, I've seen cartoons with more believable plot lines on how a fucking boat sinks. So,
as I say, I think Bugs Bunny alone has probably done about as much damage as Ukraine has done at this point.
I was about to say, I mean, if you do like, I mean, they're really not even playing the propaganda war right. If they were going to be going for pure propaganda, they'd say, yes, this was an enemy attack, and then they would blame an outsider. They'd say it was fucking Poland, or it was fucking somewhere in the Balkans, or they'd even say it was an American sub and claim war crimes and blah, 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 blah. So they're not even doing that right. So to me,
what do you mean? This thing has been going so swimmingly up to this point.
Yeah. And
for everybody.
Yeah.
I don't really see a way where Putin just goes, you know what? I fucked up. I'm just going to go home. Sorry about all this, guys.
Yeah,
that's not going to happen, which is why I keep insisting. I hope I'm wrong. I really do. I think you're going to see some new iteration of the Berlin Wall in the 21st century. I think you're going to see Putin build some wall, because that way he doesn't have to lose face, because everything else he loses face. Grow the Farm Up says, Big Buckin announces new series focusing on local politics as the midterm elections loom. I think the local office of mayor is a logical place to start. Thoughts on your respective mayors?
Well, maybe before we get into mayor, should we talk about your guys' local sheriff first?
Oh God.
Well,
because we haven't talked about that.
Yeah, well, time to be hitting the old dusty truck.
Oh shit! All right. Well, God damn it.
Wait, what the fuck are you doing pulling me back?
Yeah,
into this
I don't
shit? Wait.
All right. Now back to national politics.
Yeah, let me get one of those. Let me get one of those furry Kwame avatars they use on Twitch to talk about that. I'll make up an accent first.
Nice.
No.
All right.
We just need the fake glasses, nose, and mustache. This is what I think of this particular thing, being John Q. Voter. Yes.
Jump into the next one here. Boy, howdy, Sheriff's Dewey duty. I mean, Dewey. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what he's talking about.
I don't
at
either.
all.
Shit happens. I don't know. Damnedest thing.
People drink and drive sometimes
It happens.
and get
We
caught.
we don't encourage that here at
Yeah.
Big Buckin Empire.
Drink wisely and always have a DD, folks.
Yes. Folks.
Always drink, like I always say in all my alcohol reviews, please drink responsibly.
Yes.
But yes, local politics has been heating up. But no, you don't want to hear our thoughts on that little old stuff now, do you? No.
Maybe in the post show. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
That's more
yes.
of a post show
Yes,
topic.
folks.
Yeah.
If you want to know our spicy takes on the local politics that we can't speak out loud because we're afraid of repercussions because it's local politics in a small town, you should definitely come to the post show to hear what we actually have to say. Allegedly, winky face. Yes. So if you'd like to hear the real hot takes, you're gonna have to go to Linktree/Big Buckin when this show is over to find those hot, spicy takes, the kind of stuff that's too hot for YouTube, too hot for social media, folks. This is where you need to be. So yes.
All right. I just realized something, folks. We're almost an hour in. We're at 51 minutes, 30 seconds. So
Oh no.
I'm going to put it out there for everybody watching. A one-time payment of 200 stars. And this has to be done before we hit the 1 hour mark. And I will chug this beer.
Okay, folks. So this is
8 minutes.
8 minutes, folks. Just to if you could get Tony to chug this beer with
Lynn's already got 100 in, by the way.
Oh.
Okay, then we're going to make it 300.
No, too late.
So not fair.
Because Lynn said
So
he was also
not
going to
fair.
mute somebody. So
Yeah,
I think you wanted to mute somebody.
he could do whatever he wants with them 100 stars. So, all right, folks, come on.
While we're waiting on
just
that, I'll
need-
get the next story.
Yes, what do we have next?
Hold up.
Go
This
ahead.
one, if you weren't paying attention, then you probably missed it. Lynn, I think, alerted us to this specific Brooklyn subway shooting. It was a day after Joe Biden announced that there was going to be an executive order on the banning of ghost guns. Then this shooting happens, and it sounded like a mass shooting in a subway. It sounded horrific. And then it didn't fit the narrative.
Oh, why
So
not?
nobody, well, he happened to be a black supremacist.
What? No, those aren't real things, though, chicken. People like no.
Black people
No,
can, in
that's a-
fact, be racist.
No, they can't. Take it back.
Well, now what's funny is the old definition of racism has had to change because it used to be prejudice plus institutional power, and that equals racism. But well, right now, in this year of our Lord 2022, right now, the left has all the institutional power. So by that own definition, only the
are
left
racist.
can be racist. So
That's
obviously
exactly right.
that definition's had to be reworked. But
I think we
Yeah,
can
Uh-oh.
etch that into cement.
There. So Lynn said, I got the 100 who's in. Heather threw in the other 100.
Oh, fuck it, Heather. Why? Oh,
because
why ever do to you, Heather?
Thank you,
it
Jeez.
is
man.
what it is.
All right.
Man.
Snuck that in within 2 minutes, Tony.
Yeah,
Within
that-
2
that-
fucking minutes. We'll get back to
I
that
set
story.
the bar way too low.
We'll get back to that story. It's time for Tony.
All
to
right,
judge.
fine. Damn it.
Damn it. He's got to write down the time.
Yeah. So, happy Easter, everybody. And just for Justin, I don't have the DOS boot.
I have it in my car, by the way.
I've got the mini DOS boot here with me tonight for this beautiful beer chug on our Easter Eve, rather.
That's Good Friday, yeah.
Yeah, Good Friday. Happy Good Friday, folks, with a miniature DOS boot. Cheers.
Das Boot. Das Boot. Das Boot. Das
Yes.
Boot.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Yeah. Ooh.
Big pocket empire.
Oh.
Popping
them
buttons.
No, sorry.
I saw some chest hair.
Whoa.
No.
Drink, put some hair on your chest.
You know, this isn't exactly a chugging beer. This is Big Wave Golden Ale from the Kona Brewing Company. Yeah, little IPA hoppiness to that one. Not a chugger, but yeah, it works, I guess.
Tony is always licking the boot.
Let me bring that back in. Put the music back on.
Very good lager. And nice. All right, get the music. I'm on it.
Big Bucking Empire, the dog and chicken show, bitch.
Oh,
What's that? Oh yeah. That's a TikTok, baby.
I was just gonna leave you there. So.
Oh no! I was done. It is a good lager. It's just not something I want to chug out of a boot. Not a
yeah. I don't blame you.
Yeah.
All right, back into the story here. So Frank James,
I just want to show this one little meme here real quick.
Oh my God. Okay.
Shooting
suspect was hours of anti-white and black power content on YouTube. We may never know his motives. This is true. All right. So not burying the lead at all here. Like Phil just jumped right into that shit. Frank James, suspect in Brooklyn subway shooting, discussed violence in YouTube clips. They found him eating at a diner, I guess, afterwards, like pretty calmly, like just like
Christ.
Eating a fucking sandwich or some shit.
Wait, okay, yeah, that's my next question. Like, what kind of diner are we talking about?
Let's find out here. So he rented a U-Haul, blah blah blah. His name was Prophet of Truth 88.
What?
That was his YouTube channel. So
okay. It's like
what's the guy?
That's a bad name.
What's the guy on Twitter that like captures everybody's shit before it gets deleted? It's like web crawler.
Yeah, okay.
So if you look him up, we'll look it up and make sure that's the right guy. He's got a bunch of his clips from his YouTube channel of where he was saying how he wanted to exterminate fucking white people and wanted to start a race war and wanted to do all this shit. Like this dude, like some of his ideas were fucking crazy. Said some pretty crazy racist shit. Now some of it was
up into this point.
Yeah, here was the other one. This is what all the Republicans are focusing on. Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson, he got upset because he found out she was married to a white man, and then he almost started crying on camera, which I watched that clip and I was like, all right, this is fucking weird. This is really weird. But some crazy shit.
Folks, I will say on a happier note, we are joined this evening by the one, the only, the man, the myth, the legend, the one from the Masked Off podcast himself, the one, the only Tiberius motherfucking D. How are we doing this evening, good sir? Welcome back to the Dog and Chicken Show.
I'm doing all right. Thank you for having me again. I heard that I was quite liked on the last one, and I had the invite, so I'm glad to be back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks for being brave enough to come back.
I'm shaking in my boots. I won't lie.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Like, where?
Could
nice.
We could all be canceled at any minute. We all just kind of come onto the show every week knowing, all right, this might be the last one.
This could be it.
Right. I did unfortunately miss most of the first hour. I was having to do some stuff, dinner and whatnot. But if there's anything that you covered that you want to like revisit real quick, you're like, hey, I'd love your opinion on this one. Let me know.
No.
What do you think about the Kardashians?
Kardashians, Madonna.
It was a lot of Kardashian and weird shit. You know, you gotta. We're actually just getting into the serious stuff now. So you actually show like. This should probably be when you run in from now on after an hour, because we get all of our fucking just silliness out of the way, and now we're getting into the real shit. Like we got this shooting here, and like to me, I just think it's funny. It's like, wow. So the Epstein cell, and now the cameras don't work when you need them. So you just missed a grown man lick a boot, nothing major. It's pretty standard fare here, really.
That's about right. Yeah.
But so I mean, like this is one of those try to stare into the mind of madness. Unfortunately, like I understand the argument of not wanting to call this terrorism, but I also understand the argument very much of wanting.
No, I mean, like, okay, so where do we leave off, Chicken? You said this guy had really bad intentions before this ever happened.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna look up where you can find his videos that are still available.
So what was the connection to Judge Brown?
No, he got upset. Yeah, he went on this rant that he found out that like he had made videos about how excited he was that Ketanji Brown was going to be a Supreme Court justice, and then he found out she married a white guy, and he about started fucking crying on his fucking on his YouTube channel, and I was like, because he's a white man, and he was like so mad about it, and I was like,
so was this actually connected to this shooting?
Yeah, like everything about this was like he was talking about fucking all kind. Well, he didn't flat out say I'm going to go to a subway and shoot a bunch of people, but short of that, he talked about wanting to spark race wars, and
so this was something he was doing across social media, not like behind a fake Reddit account. You said it was on his YouTube channel, right? So this was I assume he had a decent amount of followers, or enough that would have been able to say, hey, maybe don't fucking do that, you crazy bastard.
Well, unfortunately, like in the internet age, people just egg people on, even to the worst behaviors. So
we're not talking about Reddit here, like, because Reddit would have helped him plan him out. So
I mean, there is.
I could be wrong.
Reddit's gotten bad. Don't get me wrong. Like they will usually lean like hard left far more than they'll lean hard right.
It's like the lefty 4chan almost.
It kind of is. It kind of is.
It is. Yeah, we knew it. They had gone full left when they banned R the Donald. It was like, oh, all right. They've given in to the dark side.
It's been co-opted. It's over.
Yeah. Zombie Batman, the most important question Tiberius needs to answer is, who pulled off sexy the best, Madonna or one of the ladies in the thumbnail?
I mean, clearly, it's this beautiful bitch baby. Right here was just the prettiest. Like, I'm one sexy bitch. What can I say? So Tiberius, like, I plead fifth.
Yeah.
So what you're telling me is that you need to be intoxicated coming into this conversation.
Yes,
it definitely
doesn't hurt.
A plus.
It does.
It's an A plus.
If you click the join button on this show, you better be either intoxicated or fucking well on your way. That's
well. Unfortunately, I am neither. And I talked about drinking a little bit earlier, or the last time you had me on. I usually like to get blazed up. Just helps with the social standing a little bit, because people don't need to see that nasty side of me. Sorry about enough that it leaks out where it does.
Big Buck and Empire does. We need to see that.
Yeah.
Like, this is
that's
we
half
need
the
to
fun.
see drunk, belligerent, angry Tiberius D debating about world politics. That would be like, you have no idea how much we need to see that now, Ty.
I don't know about that.
No, Lynn
as
makes
long
a
as it
good point.
doesn't delve into East-West.
Lynn makes a good point. It's good to prelude before jumping in.
Yep. But no, like by the end of it, he's like, fuck you, Nebraska.
Yeah.
Illinois and Indiana's got the best core, and you all fucking suck. Like, oh, well, okay. And your beans ain't worth shit neither. Like,
in all fairness, your beans aren't worth shit.
What's your average bushel per acre?
God,
in beans?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'd have to think about it. Last year was a really good year.
It was for everybody. Everybody thought they were being experts last year.
What the fuck is true? What even is this comment?
Oh God, Steve!
Like that is the grossest thing I think I've ever read.
We
in-
have more
in text.
cows than people here in this state, so
Yeah, well, Iowa's
Cal-
greater than California.
If California was so great, they wouldn't be doing a mass exodus to Texas. So suck my dong. Yeah, ew, exactly.
Ew.
Yeah, we do
California
soybeans
ain't got no
just
water.
fine here.
We got
Yeah,
an aquifer
yeah.
under.
Side
Steve, we
note,
got an
here's that
aquifer
guy's
underneath us.
here's that guy's
my
Twitter. It's
God.
Crab Crawler. He's worth a faller. Faller, crab crawler, faller. Give him a faller, folks. This guy actually, he finds people that are about to get banned and then pulls all their shit off of their YouTube channels or Twitter pages or whatever, and tries to archive it all so you can go back and see everything missed. So he does a pretty good job. I think he's actually, well, nope, he's back. I think violating abuse and harassment. He was gone for a couple days, but he's back now. But he's got links to where you can go find all of the old videos from the New York City subway shooter right here. So
this is mother loving news.
Christ.
Says Jonestown
is greater than California.
Oh my God!
Well, tell us how you really feel. I think you're holding a little too much back.
Wow,
That's heavy. That's fucking heavy.
Comment of the night right
I
there.
got kinfolk in California. It's actually a pretty beautiful state. Its government's just completely fucked. Like that's its real problem. It's kind of like Greece. Beautiful place. Its government is just completely full of fucking wackaloons. And so that's really the problem with California.
California is just, it's beautiful. It's just, all the people inside of it. It's just the giant government and it's everything else about it. But it's beautiful otherwise. Yeah.
No water.
Well, that's the thing. Generally, it's not a 1-for-1 because
you get the largest coast in the fucking world and you got no water.
You can find places with nice weather that aren't corrupt, but generally, you're going to have higher likelihoods of corruption wherever there's places where there's really, really nice weather because people are less likely to vote with their feet. And I know people who live in Hawaii that say, like, literally, nope, the weather's the only fucking reason I live here. Because if it wasn't for the weather, I would never fucking live here. And so, yeah, you're willing to put up with more when the weather's really nice. And that's why California and Greece and governments like that are allowed to keep on keeping on that. And they're effectively a one-party system. So, yeah, you're going to have all the corruption associated with that. But yeah, they're running out of water quick. Me and Tiberius were actually just talking about that over on the Mask Off podcast. Check them out on Twitch, folks. Definitely a must. And go check out Tiberius D on YouTube right after you subscribe to Big Buck and Empire on YouTube and Facebook and KOE Nation on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. But we were talking about the big, big shortages of water hitting California. And it's not just a little bit. Like, okay, there's water allocations in California where you get only so much of the water coming down the river. And the folks that were used to last year were getting 70% of their allocations are now getting 40% of their allocations. And last year, the people who got 50% of their allocations are getting 10% of their water allocation. So they're in a fucking water drought. And all the water is apparently falling on Tiberius now as we speak.
Yeah, I think Josh Barnett was just talking about this on Joe Rogan like a week or so ago. And yeah, like the percentages of a year to 2 years ago is just stunningly just basically a drought. It was horrible sounding. I can't imagine having to deal with something like that.
So because almonds are going to become so expensive to raise, like Tony, I know you like, and I'm not being an ass here. I know we've had this constant war back and forth about almonds versus real milk, but because where we raise a lot of almonds is going to be very expensive to raise, start to expect to hear some winky face articles about how, is almond milk really that much better of an alternative?
It was already a delicacy, Phil. It's about to become the caviar of milk.
I just got to say, I love that we talked about the New York City subway shooter about as much as corporate media did.
No, Chicken, that's not fair. We covered it way fucking more than they did. I even brought up like 2 memes about it, okay? Like that's...
It's got a point.
So I want to address like the rain thing real quick because I think this is a meme.
Yeah, let's go to rain.
All right, just real quick.
We'll wrap up with the shooter in a minute.
Yeah, just real quick. So my lovely girlfriend is from the Pacific Northwest, right? And she came out here and she posted up a thing on Twitter that I could not help but just laugh at because people talk to her and they're like, "Oh, does it rain up a lot there?" And the answer is yes. It rains literally like 240 days out of the year. But then she comes here right after the freezing season had stopped and rainy season started. And the entire time that she's been here, it's rained almost every other day.
That's just poor planning.
Look, Nebraska. I actually like your state. I haven't been to it yet. I was going to pass through I-80, not too long ago, but things didn't work out. Had to go down I-70. So
Ew.
Kansas got all my love instead.
Oh, ew.
But I'll tell you what, guys.
I feel gross for you.
Anyway, the thing I will say is that if y'all want to take some of our rain, don't take all of it, but you can take quite a bit of it because we're getting shitloads.
Yeah, Nebraska needs a lot of rain.
It is so fucking dry here right now. Like a few years ago, we were getting hit like over even through summer. Like we were getting rain like every other day, every day. I could hardly drive down the gravel roads without like sinking into the fucking thing. Right now, it could rain at noon, and by 2:00, I could drive down that road and it would look like a dust storm behind me. It's brutal right now.
Now, we will touch on that in a second, but Tantui 10 Man here in the comments has an incredible question. At Tiberius D, when Phil KOE is elected president, will you accept the Secretary of State nomination?
To answer that question is twofold. Number one, if I'm actually offered Secretary of State, sure, I'll take it. The question is Phil KOE as president actually going to give it to me? Because I don't know if our foreign policy lines up that well.
Oh, there is.
Yeah, Secretary of State's an awful specific job to be given out, Phil.
It is.
Well, it will be under heavy consideration because I know that Tiberius D is the kind of guy that's done the homework for foreign policy. And let's just say you will approach countries with a little bit more tact than I will. So there will be you'll have to spend a lot of time and
Phil wants to fucking bomb you. Please don't let him bomb you. I need you to make this deal with me today. A lot of your
time is going to be spent in diplomacy going, okay, he didn't really mean that. Okay, what he really meant was, okay, we all
Tiberius is sitting down with Phil going, look, Phil, I know they sound cool, but you can't deploy the drones every time you... Obama got to!
And ironically, I could see that conversation happening.
No, we could drone our way out of this problem. That's what Obama did for 8 years. Why the fuck? Like, Phil, you're a Republican president. You can't drone your way out of problems like Democrats can. Okay? He's like, damn it.
Can I be press secretary?
Oh my God.
That'd be so fun.
Well, he's going to have at least 4, so I think you could probably get into the rotation.
I can get a year in.
Yeah.
And then I can like take a job at Fox News afterwards or something.
No, I was thinking you're more of a Pfizer guy.
It's really a competition right now as to who my running mate's going to be. Right now, my top 2 candidates, I'm not saying I'm committed to either of them, but my top 2 candidates are Elon Musk and The Rock. So Gilbert Godfrey did die. So yeah, The Rock slid in.
The field is narrowing by every death.
Yeah.
Any of you boys ever been to Vancouver, Canada? We almost have more rain than weed.
Whoa, that's
beautiful,
a lot of rain.
Beautiful spot on the earth there, man.
Every appointee, Phil will choose a female of color.
Now here's the thing.
That's quite possible, actually.
What I'm going to do is, this is going to sound crazy to leftists in the 21st century, but I'm going to judge people by the content of their character. And I'm going to take the best candidate for each position that I deem to be the best. So yeah, I know leftists are not used to that. Like that, but yeah, that would be actually my.
How dare you not be racist as hell? Like, I mean,
goddamn.
Like, falls on you.
It's like the woke speeches, like they dream of a day where their children are not judged by the content of their character, but by their color of their skin and their gender identity.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we're coming on to a very, very strange times, folks. But yes,
how in the effort to get rid of and eradicate racism, some people become more racist than they could possibly imagine.
It's like we're in a simulation.
You
like
become the thing you
Inception.
hate. But yeah, so folks, if you want to turn all that around, if you want to make things better in the future, the answer is to vote Phil KOE in 2024, folks. That is the way to turn it all back around and get things back to the normal that you want this life to be. In 2024, do the right thing. Vote
I'm gonna write it
extreme.
in.
Yeah,
Yes.
I've been right. I've written in Phil KOE for the presidency at least twice.
I know I have
at
once.
least.
I did once.
Yes.
That's fucking hilarious. I love it.
Yes.
But
this time
my campaign in 2016 was strong. Phil wasn't even aware of it. I only started it the day of the election. Phil had no idea, but I was answering questions for him on Facebook. He didn't even have a Facebook. I was just texting Phil, being like, hey, what do you think about this? And whatever response he would get, I just post it in the comments on the Facebook thread. People would be like, oh, what about this? Text Phil, hey, Phil, what do you think about this? So he'd respond. I'd put it on Facebook. Phil finds out like 3 hours later that he's been doing a fucking question and answer session all damn day on Facebook.
Yeah,
Had
like,
no
and
clue.
I was being a smart ass about it. Like one guy asked me, so what do you think about legalizing marijuana or gambling? And I said, okay, we're going to get a twofer on this one. We're going to legalize marijuana and gambling, but you can only gamble with the newly legalized marijuana. That's it. So that way you're not
Love it.
violating any interstate commerce clause. You're not violating any kind of banking regulations. You just got to bring, you put the buds on a scale and then they give you chips for you to gamble with. So there you go. We have solved that problem. And
Yeah,
so that,
the 2016 campaign, in 2016, it's time to vote. How did we word it? It was in 2016.
Do I
it's
need
time
to find the
screen.
campaign page?
Yeah,
It's
I
still
think
up.
So
It's probably
yes,
still up.
Tiberius. Like
So-
I'm my first thought is, okay, how do I get to that table that Vermin Supreme was sitting at?
Oh my God.
like I need to get to that. If I can get to that level, like, okay, that's first. I looked it up. Apparently the paperwork to get there is only about $800, so it's not really all that
All right,
much.
I
so.
found it, Tony.
Amanda's gonna just basically like be your 1950s
She wants you to
bartender and
drink
just
her
hand
or
you
something.
martinis throughout the day.
Oh, yes,
Gin
yes,
martinis
thank you.
specifically.
Thank you. Oh, dear
All right,
God,
here we
another
go.
gin martini.
So back in
Oh my God,
2016,
yes.
Why do I feel
Oh,
like
this
this
is
is going to
great.
be nothing but cancel fodder?
Oh God.
why is it cut
Cruz.
off? 2016
yeah.
Vote Extreme.
Cruz
Cruz would make history being the first Canadian to be elected as president of the United States of America. Vote Phil 2016. Vote Extreme.
Well, yeah, like Cruz when he was running for president, his campaign song should have been "Born near the USA." Born near the USA. Like, yeah, not born in the USA, but born generally near it.
So are we just openly?
No, this is great. Hold on. This is great.
Oh my
Here's
God.
why Phil Lauber is your best option when voting for a third party. Gary Johnson. It's good to not know stuff about other countries.
So is
Yeah.
that
Great
an endorsement of Phil? Is that
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
exactly. We're
I at
taking
least
it as
know
a strong
stuff about
endorsement.
countries. What that is? That's
Remember when
Feel the
8 years
burn?
ago when we were thinking, man, this is the best we can get, Obama or McCain? Then 4 years later, the choice was either more Obama or who the hell was that guy? Oh, well, doesn't matter. The point is things could be worse. We didn't realize it could be this bad, but alas, here we are. In 2016, there is only one alternative to douche and turd sandwich, and the choice is Phil. Vote Phil 2016. Vote Extreme. Fill the burn.
Fill the burn.
Fill the burn. Yeah.
Fill the burn.
I might have
Fill
to
the
get some
burn.
t-shirts made up of that. That's beautiful. True. Phil burn.
Oh God.
So
Oh my
yeah,
God.
so much like Donald Trump, I've had many unsuccessful proto campaigns, but this one in
Ooh, I love-
2024.
I love this post. Everything that's wrong with our culture is Donald Trump, and everything that's wrong with our government is Hillary Clinton.
Yeah.
I did go all
True.
out.
I'm
I
ironically
did go all
based.
out.
I love it.
Vote Phil 2016. Vote Extreme.
Yeah.
Yep. But
Jesus
I
Christ.
always maintain that Donald Trump, if you look at the fruits of his labor, he was a fairly moderate Republican president at best. Like his tax bill, fucking Mitt Romney would have signed that.
He wasn't a
His Supreme
Republican.
Court justices, John Kasich, would have fucking nominated them. So, like, when you remove the rhetoric and you just look at the fruits of his labors, he was a fairly moderate Republican president at best. So, this idea that he was some far right fascist that would pose some uniquely bad threat to democracy.
You don't think he was a fascist?
Vastly.
Yeah.
I was actually asked that directly to my
You
face by
supported
Bosch.
the January
Yeah,
6th.
so do you think that Donald Trump is a fascist? And I went, no. And if he is, he's a really shitty one because he was constantly investigated and actually gave up his office when he lost an election. So, yeah, that's like the worst fascist in the world, guys. So, yeah, in terms of fascism, no. And like even Obama, the people who said that he was some far left wing, other than a couple of things he did in his last year, he was a fairly moderate Democrat president at best. He didn't even give you national health care. He just gave you forced insurance. So
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
Put a gun to your head and told you to get insurance. Yeah.
we're in the era of
Oh,
moderate
that's fun.
characters being portrayed as extreme. So I don't know how we
All right.
de-escalate from that.
Ready for our next one?
Yeah, bring it.
Rock and roll.
Unless anybody?
Okay. Nope.
Rock it.
Yep. Good. All right.
Get it?
So Joe Biden came to visit Iowa.
What,
Did you guys see this?
recently?
Did you hear about
You
this?
talking about the ethanol speech?
Yeah, I think that's what he was talking about.
Is
So-
that what he intended to talk about or what he actually said? It's big difference.
Listen here, Jack.
Yeah. Look, I gave my wife a Dutch oven the other night, and there was a lot of ethanol under them sheets.
So
Set on his blazer there, chicken.
So everybody watched the little clip, and they're like, it kind of looked like a bird shit on him, and they're like, well, look at the other angles. Like there's corn falling from the ceiling. This is corn dust.
No, is that? Wait, hang on. No,
This is why I wanted to bring this up with you and Phil here.
No, it's fucking not.
Yeah.
No,
that's why
that
I
is
wanted
not
to
corn dust.
That's
Hold
not
on.
corn dust, but that looks like disintegrated corn to me. It's
Hold
way
on.
it's way too yellow for bird shit, dude.
Hold on,
Zoom in on that picture.
Hold on. Let's not lose the point of this whole story,
God.
and then
Corn
we can get
pop
to the
ejaculate.
corn pop ejaculate. Okay, so the story was it looked like a bird shit on Biden in the middle of his speech. He didn't notice, whatever. Everybody gets shit on. I didn't care about the story. I thought it was stupid. All of us get shit on by birds.
I have
It's
been
gonna
shit on
happen.
by
If it
birds.
hasn't happened to you yet, fuck you. It's gonna happen. You're gonna get shit
It's like
on
just
by a bird.
give it time.
Yeah, give
Yeah.
it time. It's gonna happen.
It's like being struck by lightning, but the odds are way better.
Yeah. Now it's funny if you're a president and you don't like him. It's kind of funny if a bird shits on him. So I see why people like gravitated to this, but I didn't care. I was like, whatever. People get shit on all the time.
Yeah.
But then Snopes like runs out to his defense. Like people are actually
Naturally.
like, oh my God. Like, is this really a good use of fact checkers?
No.
Fact checkers aren't fact checkers. I'm going to say that right now.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
So the claim, a video shows bird poop falling on U.S. President Joe Biden's shoulder during an event in April 2022, rating miscaptioned.
What?
Can't you just say it's true for once, you lying
You
fuck?
can't even just say true.
Like Jesus. Like I'm sorry. Like, and this is why
video-
people don't believe the fact
yeah.
checkers anymore
like,
because they'll
yeah.
just lie to your face blatantly.
So the Origin April 12, 2022 video went viral on social media that supposedly showed bird poop falling onto U.S. President Joe Biden's shoulder as he was speaking at an event in Iowa. We examined that video and photographs from the event and collected statements from White House officials and journalists. Here's what we learned. What landed on Joe Biden's lapel was more likely a corn byproduct than bird poo.
Okay. Wait.
Biden was, let's finish it and then we'll watch the video. Biden was talking about Environmental Protection Agency plan to issue a waiver to allow production of E15 in an effort to lower gas prices. When something wispy and white fell on his left shoulder. A video of the incident quickly went viral on Twitter, and they assumed it was bird poo. All right, here we go. Now you got to watch it because it happens like immediately. I love how they clip this video. That it's a 3-second clip and it happens in the first half second. It's like boom.
Yeah, that's a bird shitting on him.
That's
like
bird-
we can pretend that ain't bird shit, but that's
This cornhole overflowed.
I am Cornholio.
What is? There's nothing remotely. Okay, no, just no. There's
Corn
so many
product.
reasons.
Yeah.
I know.
Was it a white corn byproduct that was on Monica Lewinsky's
It's
dress
not that
too?
white,
I mean,
though.
Bill Clinton wish he had that one. No,
Go
that's
back to
a white
no.
corn byproduct.
All right, so here's the thing. Go back to the photo because the photo. It looks
We'll get
really
to the photo.
It looks hella yellow.
Hella
The,
yellow.
the photo does look a lot more less jizz like.
They got to throw that in there. We'll go back up. Now, is this
Even the Russian drone seagull Operation Corn Pop?
Yeah, that's
Okay, so
bird shit.
I-
Jesus,
I've never seen bird shit look like that.
okay. now
I've
here's
seen
the
some
thing.
bird
I've
shit look
seen
like
some bird
that.
shit.
Now,
I believe
okay,
you.
if you look to the left, the picture on the left of the pile of now, what I'm looking at here specifically, can you zoom in on the pile?
Looks like
This
seed
doesn't
corn.
look
Oh my
like
God,
corn.
it is American flag lapel. Jesus
This doesn't. This
Christ.
is. I don't think this is a picture of corn. I think this is a picture of distiller grain. And if this is distiller grain, and he caught just a gust of wind that carried the distillers magically over to him, you would have seen a cloud of distiller grain dust, not just a little,
Not a
jizz
droplet?
blob. No,
So-
not a droplet.
Well,
So the
yeah.
silver grain, what's the bird's been eating?
So the video makes me think it's a bird because it just literally drops straight down. You're
And
like,
it
all right, what's
slats.
literally above?
Yeah.
it? But the actual like looking at the photo, like to me that looks more like some kind of plant matter than it actually does bird shit to me. But that's just what I see.
Now, as somebody who's been shit on by a bird, generally speaking, it's a lot more. It's more of a white and black mixture. It's white
Yeah.
in some areas, black in others. You know, kind of like the actual Republican Party, not
Well,
the
yeah, all the
Democratic
white
Party
part-
the way they wish it was.
All the
But
white
I
parts soaked
digress.
into
All
his
right, here-
jacket.
Here you can see it. This is it falling right here. Okay, we're gonna trace the poo.
Where's
my
the
God.
brooder filming?
It's-
I
this
was just
shit?
about to say back and to the left, back and to the left.
I lost it on his face somewhere.
Not the first time that's ever been said in relation to Joe Biden.
Biden money shot. This
There it
incredible.
is. It smacks like right here. It looks like initial point of impact. It looks
Biden
like
also
one
looks
solid
like Max
piece.
Edra.
Looks like one solid piece when it hits. Now
Right.
And then
back
it's-
and to the left.
and then
Now
all
it
the
goes
white offal
down
soaks
and to the
in.
right. Down and to the right.
Wow. This is
Jesus. Oh,
Squirts.
so not back and to the left. Okay.
See,
no.
You see
down
how
to the right.
the point of impact is right there, and it
Yeah.
has this trail that was pointing up, and it flips down, and then that's when the powder flies.
Now I know some of the conspiracy theorists out there are probably like, well, look, this was probably indoors. There was probably a roof over top. That doesn't matter. Look, pigeons are very known to be in flat storages of grain. They hang out in the rafters, they build nests. So the likelihood of a pigeon being inside of this damn building, highly likely. So there's absolutely no reason to discredit the idea that this is pigeon poop. Yeah,
But
just blew your
Snopes-
fucking minds.
But
Yeah.
Snopes will say with full confidence, this is not poop. We
I
know
love how
it for
Biden
sure.
blinks when I do this, like down and to the right, down.
Mother
to
of
the right.
three looks like breastfed shit from a baby. He looks like Reverend Henry Kane from Poltergeist 2.
Ouch.
Anybody else notice that he blinks in unison when it hits him?
Yeah,
He's going,
And
"Ew."
he was at Phil's house. Just look at the background. That's true.
True.
That is
I'm
true.
the only
True.
person allowed to have an American flag.
Not the first time that Biden's been at Castle KOE.
guys, I'm going to tell you what, that was the
True.
greatest camera work I've ever done on this show.
So yeah, now can you zoom in on that?
On which one?
Chicken's
The
like,
pot-
no.
This pile?
Well, either, because I assume they're the same pile. See, because this picture actually looks like corn.
There we go. Look, I was wondering if there was any kind of like conveyors or anything over his
Yep.
head, but no, there's lighting that a
He was
bird
standing
would
over
perch
here.
on. Yeah.
It's rafters. This is where these damn pigeons hang out. In the
And they've
rafters.
been eating that Stiller's grade, and they
Just looking at where the lighting is, it literally looks like he's standing right under one of the rows of lighting. So
Yep.
yeah. So I'm gonna lean probably bird.
Because if it were like dust or just a gust,
unfortunately, that's going to be a campaign issue. Tiberius like, God damn it! Like I was hoping it'd just be corn so we could avoid this, but nope. 2024. Do you want
Kate
someone that has
Bedingfield-
bird shit on them as their president? No, even the
White-
birds are rejected.
White House comms director Kate Bedingfield. If you guys knew your way around corn silo at all, you'd know it was corn.
Well,
They're
we
not
look
in a
her up?
silo.
It's like, guys, I've worked in a corn silo. You can shut up right now.
There's no silo here. There's no silo. This is a flat storage, Kate. So I'm sorry, but you've been debunked.
Kate
Oh!
Bedingfield, was it?
So
Wonder where she's from.
I don't even want to think about it.
The depths of hell.
Yeah, well, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm probably not as anti-democrat as a lot of you guys, but what I will go into is that there is a lot of these fucking folks that think, oh, hey, I have, a bachelor's degree from Yale or some shit.
Yeah.
I'm super smart. Those damn
Yeah.
country bumpkins don't know shit. And then I'm like, all right, cool. Show me that you can get in this tractor and run it. And it's like, well, where's the where's the gas at? I'm like, it's a throttle. You can use it. Have fun.
She's from
Throttle?
Georgia.
What's a throttle?
Yeah, like what? Wait, that there's the throttle's a hand thing. What?
Why are there pedals on both sides?
True.
Clutch and brake, dummy. But yeah, that is one of those funny things of like I remember even Destiny talked about when COVID hit in 2020. He's like, what the fuck? I don't know how to do anything. I don't know how to hunt. I'm just kind of fucked. Like what happened? Like what? And so I was like, oh Lord. And Tiberius like, nope. And with that, I'm gone. Nope.
I imagine. a
No,
lot
give me
of
just a
people-
second.
No, it's like too controversial.
When COVID first hit, I always imagine like some of the people in like the urban areas or the very, very hoity-toity areas. I remember a Saturday Night Live skit back in the 90s when it was a Good Morning show and the teleprompters went off air and they weren't able to like read off the teleprompter. They're just left out there in the fucking you just gotta wing it, just wing it. And they over the course of like 5 minutes went from just nervous deer in headlights to sacrificing each other over an open fire, tearing each other limb from limb. Turning
It
into
is actually one of
cannibals.
the better sketches Saturday Night
Oh,
Live's ever
beautiful.
done. Like they descend
that's how-
into like a post-apocalyptic society
Yeah.
where like the order of the hand will rule us all. They all have like hands tattooed on their chests now, and it happened inside the span of 2 commercial breaks.
Yeah.
And so yeah,
Like, that's how COVID's gonna go if this thing goes too far. Because they're not. I don't know how to hunt. I guess I just become a cannibal.
yeah, and that was. COVID also kind of showed the diminishing returns of living in big cities. Jesus Christ. Biden, I'm corn pop Julio. I need corn substance for my
we're not
bunghole.
done. We're not done picking on Biden. I am the official
No.
Biden bully.
Now, Tiberius, are you calling the beautiful, beautiful audience of the Big Bucket Empire slightly anti-democratic? No, sir.
I couldn't.
We are
imagine.
simply big brain Aristotelian logic, just genius, super level fucking big brains over here.
Oh,
So that's,
really? I thought you guys were just the landed gentry. I'm mistaken.
Well, the land of gentry, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, how many donations have they actually fired off for the gin tonight?
He's on
We
3.
started off
3.
early. Yeah.
He's
So, but
3
yeah,
in,
nobody's-
I've got 1 down myself.
But apparently everybody's decided that they're done. They ain't got the guts,
Oh, wait a
the
minute. Hang on.
temerity,
Now,
the
Chicken
fucking...
hasn't had to do shit tonight. Audience.
He does have
Chicken-
LTD Canadian
They're
whiskey that he
afraid
hates.
of me.
Yeah, Chicken has LTD Canadian whiskey just right there in his basement, ready
No,
to
I don't.
drink.
No, I don't.
500
Chicken's
stars.
looking at it
No, I
like
don't.
you
And
suck.
Chicken will be
Fuck you guys.
sucking down that sweet,
Fuck you guys.
delicious Canadian
Oh.
blended, god awful homeless person whiskey.
And my review of that whiskey drops next week. Oh, is this the one where he's just like
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
shaking
God.
no one's hand? I'm wondering, like, are
is
the
brutal.
secret demons or lizard people that are telepathically communicating with Charles Schumer that he likes to get out of my seat and he's telling people to get out of his seat? There's nobody there. Is that like the same thing that's going on here with Biden, like the secret lizard people cabal or something?
Don't know, because it's too often. Like
Yeah,
if this was once a year, Lynn made a good point. Remember,
The Biden presidency starting to look like elder abuse with each passing week.
It does. It does.
He said that
Remember,
before he was elected.
Lynn brought up, remember when George Bush went to go grab and open up the door and the door didn't open, so he just stood there and didn't do anything. Like, and everybody laughed at it, both sides. Fuck, God damn it,
Motherfucker. Motherfucker. No.
We're all in trouble now.
Chicken's thirsty, Tyler.
No.
Thing America can't do when we do it together as the United States of America. God bless you all.
Oh,
I tried.
Nobody wants to shake his hand in Iowa. Like, that's like all the politicians are like, no, I do not want to be seen on stage shaking hands with you. That will do nothing but ruin my chances for reelection.
It was kind of like when Obama ghosted him. Like,
there's nobody even
Like,
close to him.
He's
This
the
was
guy who
just
occupies Pennsylvania Avenue, but he is clearly not in charge.
Yeah.
This was just sad. I may have gone a little, like, Chicken, you dropped that clip, and I may have put it on TikTok to total eclipse of the heart.
Yeah.
That's funny. Turn around, every now and then I get a little bit terrified. Then there's no one shaking my hand. Turn around, every now and then I get a little bit confused, and now I'm gonna wander off the stage. Turn around.
That's actually really good, Tony. I'm gonna give you credit.
Well done, well done. But no,
I didn't care about the bird shit, but this is like Phil said. This is sad. This is borderline elder abuse, and it happens every week.
Does he run for re-election? Seeing that clip, do you think he runs
win.
for re-election? Ty?
He can't win.
Wait, okay. So what's the odds that he's running for re-election?
Let's call it about 10% at any given day.
Everything that I'm hearing from the guy who is a major Democratic operative. Okay, I don't know about major, but I'll put it this way. I've got a guy who actually works for the Democratic Party within my community. Actually does all the political operative stuff, helps run campaigns, does all the door knocking, all that stuff, right? Literally is employed by the Democratic Party. He is 90% sure that we're walking into a Biden versus Trump 2024 election run again.
Rematch.
Folks love a good rematch.
I mean, 160 million plus people are frothing at the mouth for this rematch. That's legitimate numbers too, folks.
And also, Florida just passed a bill just today. It was signed into law that if you were in possession of possession of more than one ballot, that's now a felony. So it's like, well, it sounds like Florida's going to go red for the foreseeable future now. So that's interesting.
And they picked up 100,000 more registered Republicans this year. Like overtook Democrats by 100,000 registered.
So wait. I want to get in on that for a second. People have been talking to me about like how the Republican Party is, where's it going, all this stuff. And one of the things that people keep acting like, oh, Trump lost, like the Republicans, are basically screwed forever. You guys, have you seen the numbers that happened during the Trump presidency of what the Republicans were able to pull out?
Oh, there's a shit ton. Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Literally. Okay, so this is what we know from the published numbers, because not all the states publish their party affiliations. There's like different levels of transparency when it comes to each state. But the ones that do, we can confirm that of people who either changed or had registered their party registration, the Republicans just in the confirmed picked up 8 million voters. And if we're looking at where the election went, and I'm not one that thinks it was stolen, I just think that literally everybody and their mother turned out for Biden, who didn't turn out for Trump. Is that the Republican coalition has grown extensively, and it's probably at minimum picked up 15 million voters, and it might be as high as 20 million.
Well, I mean, Jesus, even if you don't refute any of the numbers of the actual 2020 election, even if you accept the numbers as is completely,
Yeah.
doesn't matter. Donald Trump is still the second most popular president in history,
True.
based off of those numbers alone.
Oh, and I want to put this in context because a lot of people are like, don't really understand what we saw in 2020. You had a president who had a pandemic, but the real issue here is that it was the biggest economic downturn since the Great Depression. Usually, if you lose 5% of GDP, not only are you out on your ass, you're getting blown out by double digits. And then when it came down to it on election day, the incumbent during an economic crisis and a pandemic lost by 4 points. 4.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Like, can you imagine what would have happened if COVID hadn't happened?
Oh, it's unreal.
Trump,
We'll
okay,
run
like,
away
don't get me
with
wrong,
it.
I am
No
not
problem.
overly simping for Trump. I don't like Trump that much personally. We can have that conversation later if you ever want. But when it comes down to it, everything that was trending up until about March or April of 2020 was that Trump, in reality, was probably going to blow it out by almost 10 digits.
Yeah.
Or I'm not 10 digits. Sorry. He was going to blow it out by 10 points. Because everything that we were seeing was that the swing states were going to move, but we were looking at a situation where Minnesota was going to go purple.
Yeah. Yeah. That was a fascinating thing. When we were like a month away and we were doing the hypothetical, putting the red and the blue on the map. It was so fascinating watching the swing state. And I know we talked specifically on this show a lot of shit about this is going to be a landslide. If they actually get to a debate stage, there's no fucking way that Joe Biden can even come out looking remarkably even competent against Donald Trump. He's going to eat him alive. But we saw how that turned out. We saw that the debates went the way they went, and that didn't have any impact on it whatsoever. Look at the numbers, largest voter turnout in history, regardless of what you think of the voting credibility or not. The fact is, people cared enough, even if some of them were fake, even if there was a little bit of cheating here and a little bit of cheating there, it doesn't matter. People cared enough, were invested enough, for maybe not the right reasons, but were invested enough to go register and actually go vote, or at the very least,
mail in their ballot.
Mail in their damn ballot. And that is important. Getting people involved matters. That's what we want. We want more people involved, but we also want people to make an educated vote based off of actual criteria and opinion, and not just the horseshit that they're groomed to think.
Okay, so I'm going to derail a little bit here, and I'm going to say, like, there is a reason why I consider myself a Republican. Now,
yes, in a video game, God damn it. Sorry, chicken. My bad.
Okay, whenever there is, when you say Democrat versus Republican, I'm like, you can talk about the party affiliation, but you can also talk about the principles behind what those mean. And if you are a Republican, you stand for a republic, right? You want elected representatives that are largely there to work on your behalf, but their full-time job is doing the politics so you don't have to. Democrats, if you go with the name, is that they want more of a democratic society where each person actually votes towards a policy. If you want to like exacerbate that. In that conversation, I am 1000% a Republican because of the fact that I'm very, very concerned about how the average person actually votes. And when people are like, oh yeah, we want more and more people, I actually don't. I want people who care enough to come vote and who have either the time or they feel that they have no other choice because politics is extremely important. And I wish people did care more. But if you don't care and you're not invested, you are literally a drain to the process. Because you could literally vote for fucking Santa Claus, and if you don't know the difference, there's nothing to stop you.
Or Ron DeSantis is a man. Same difference.
Honestly, if Trump doesn't run, Ron DeSantis will probably take the nomination. But if Trump decides to run, there's nothing Ron can do. It's Trump's party so long as he's got a breath in his body.
As long as he's eligible, yeah, he's going to beat out anybody they would prop up against him.
There's one person that I think would give Trump a hard time. I'm not going to say that he would win or not win. Like, this is kind of where I'm looking at. But I guarantee if Trump doesn't win, it's going to be this person versus DeSantis for the primary, and that is Dan Crenshaw.
Oh.
I don't know if he's going to run. I don't think he wants to quite yet because he's still kind of young and he's still kind of a junior guy. But the dude fucking exudes presidential material.
I agree. I think he'd be a fantastic choice, but I think he's smart enough to know that he should probably wait till Trump at least says, I'm not going to run, or okay, my eligibility's done now. Now I'll take that step, because I think, you're right. He has enough personality, charisma, and enough, I don't want to call it specifically like sympathy, but he has enough just
the dude literally
awareness.
The dude can literally go as a bona fide war hero. And like, I want to say this, if there is anyone within the Republican Party that can actually give Trump a run for his money and might actually beat him, I think it's him. Because, like, seriously, here's the deal. The guy who people thought, okay, he ran things, my wallet was okay, but he really left a bad taste in my mouth, versus U.S. freaking Navy SEAL. Like, damn, that's a hard sell.
Now, the problem is
the
Crenshaw
chat is going crazy.
I figured.
Crenshaw's a pimp. Crenshaw's garbage.
Crenshaw has a conservative Achilles heel. And yep, Chicken brought it up. Crenshaw is okay with red flag gun laws. He can suck a fuck. The NRA will not endorse him because he's okay with red flag laws.
I think he'll backpedal on that pretty fucking quickly.
He'll
the
probably...
right-wing Second Amendment voters do not forgive, and they do not forgive.
Not on that one.
Yeah, like... I'm gonna shit on everybody and make your chat.
Dan Crenshaw, that is the political take of someone with an extra chromosome.
Jesus Christ. Mother loving Mills, tell us how you really feel. I think you've been holding back too much tonight. Really.
Well, look, don't get me wrong. I am more of like a center righty, but I'm telling you, like, it's gonna be hard for anybody to go up against him, and if I could absolutely see like Trump having a hard time with that. Now, granted, I could be wrong. I don't have the best forecasting skills because like Ukraine didn't go the way I thought it was going to go. 2020 didn't go the way it was.
Ukraine didn't go the way that Russia thought it was going to go.
Yeah, it didn't go the way anybody thought it was going to go, so you can't fault yourself for that.
Like I'm not going to, but what I'm getting at here is that like my track record's a little spotty, so I'm not going to like say I'm the be all end all. But
so is Phil KOE's, but he'd never admit to it.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna really piss in everyone's
spotty like stars in the sky of beautiful perfection. Yes,
I'm pro gun. I've got a 90 or Beretta 92A1, but like this is the thing where I piss off a lot of Republicans. I think red flag laws are fucking based. I love them a lot.
You don't lose your rights based on an accusation.
His invitation to all future shows.
Jesus. So, folks, enjoy your last time. No. But no, like this is one of those. Like, no, I'm glad. Like, now, folks, this is what you can get here at the Dog and Chicken Show that you don't get on your average Twitch panel. People that disagree without being disagreeable. It's actually kind of crazy.
Nice.
So,
nice.
But now, like to me, like I
can for no reason.
I can even understand some of the arguments, but to me, it's like you don't lose your rights based on an accusation. You have there is no actual system of justice. You don't have an objective way to face your accuser. There is no getting your day in court. It's just an accusation. Motions are made against you and you lose your rights. And now with the burden of proof being on you. So that's Orwellian, Kafka-esque. And I really just like, to me, like it's a perversion of the very definition of the idea of liberty.
Yeah,
there's a level where I'm not going to disagree with that, because I've seen some red flag laws that are quote unquote like red flag laws. And I'm like, that's not it. Like, this is literally just, hey, get some kind of court order and you can literally just take somebody's guns away. No ifs, ands, or buts. I prefer I prefer something very similar to here what in the the state of Indiana has. We're the only red state with a red flag law. But what we do is that you basically somebody can bring something to your chief of police or your sheriff, what have you, right? And they go, hey, look, we believe that this person is a possible danger. The the police in charge will actually have some level of investigation, and what they can do is that they can file that with a circuit judge, somewhere local, and they will be like, hey, look, we do believe that this person is. We want to give a kind of basically it's a timeout to do this kind of thing. And basically, long story short, because it's convoluted, it's 14 days. They can come in, they can be like, hey, look, we need your guns. Here's the reality. Here's a court order. In 2 weeks, you show up to
absolutely not. Absolutely not. That is fucking disgusting.
An angry neighbor or a malicious relative can just
or an angry ex-girlfriend or angry ex-wife or the list goes on.
We did this.
There is 1,000 ways that this can go wrong. Don't get me wrong, but for me, it's
I'll get there eventually, man.
Yeah, for me, it's that you're basically your chief of police or your chief representative of your police has to sign off on
How
it.
many people
and then
trust their chief of police or their county sheriff? Raise your hand.
Here's another question. Here's a better question. You're driving down the street and you see a police car with the cherries go on behind you. Do you feel safer now?
Do I feel safer now?
Yeah, the minute the police is behind you and the cherries turn on, do you feel safer now? Do you feel full of safety in this moment? Do you feel, oh, my day's gonna?
I have yet to.
My day just got better.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna act like I'm gonna be super thrilled, but do I think it's a threat to my safety? No. I think I might get a ticket if I'm speeding, but I don't really ever have a problem. So it's like, I'm not worried.
Well, you don't live colorfully enough then.
I was going to say, we enjoy a natural
I can imagine some Twitch people going, oh my God, the white privilege spewing out of Tiberius right now.
Exactly. I wasn't going to say it just like that, but yeah.
They can lick the fattest part of my ass.
All right. Grow the farm up. The best intentions lead to the worst conclusions. I could red flag your YouTube channel and you have no mechanism to face your accuser. What's the difference? These laws set precedents like this. Very well said. Grow the farm up. Sean Martinez, present what example? You would need concrete criteria of their involvement is taking away their firearms. Are they suicidal? They have anti-government views. They have a mental illness. You have to expand on what. And yeah, I mean, how far does that go? Is somebody that's got a prescription of Xanax, is that good enough to take their guns away? I mean, like
that's the big gray area with this one, is that what constitutes mentally ill, and that gets really not only does it get really personal, but it gets really political for people.
Lynn, is this a threat?
Oh God, yeah.
I got no problem with that one.
Someone could report you based on commentary on a podcast.
Someone can report you for 1,000 different things for 1,000 different reasons. What I actually do like,
police are good at investigating.
Some
are great.
Some are great.
You'll notice that the places that actually have an even a remotely over negative response with their police, if you actually go by any kind of opinion polls or even kind of documents, is that it's cities run by Democrats. It's like they can't police shit.
Spoken like a true white boy. Yeah. Spoken. Wait. Hang on. I got the perfect response. Spoken like a true white boy, said the very white girl.
Yeah. Privileged white girl. Yeah.
Ask anyone that's been swatted. Yeah, police are good at investigating. Grow the Farm Up says, my grandmother would freak out and start sweating when cherries popped on behind her. All traffic stops. It's a high anxiety situation. It is. And it shouldn't have to be.
Yeah, the real answer is,
right.
For 90% of people, when they see the cherries behind them, they don't feel safer. Like I
have yet to.
Like, yeah, it's never happened to me.
Before we forget, real quick, we're just going to take a quick side note. Chicken, you have something to do.
All right. I'm going from some beautiful buffalo trays.
Welcome to my world.
Oh, it's gorgeous. To this fantastic LTD. I don't even know if you can call this Canadian whiskey after I've tried it a few times, because I think even Canadians would be like, I don't know.
It's barely whiskey.
I don't know if we want to claim this.
Yep.
Oh, God, fucking shit.
Now, folks,
Oh,
the
no.
review.
It's like fucking burnt tart. Fucking.
Yep.
It like wants to be sour, but it's on fire.
Now, the review of LTD drops at KOE Nation
God,
next weekend, and it is officially our worst rated spirit. So that's
It was amazing.
Amazingly
Oh
bad.
God, Buffalo Trace so much better.
It was.
No,
amazing.
stop it, guys. What's going on?
Oh no, what just happened?
I don't know.
No.
It's only 180. It's only 180.
Oh,
God. Okay, thank God.
Okay.
So yeah, like it.
Yes.
No, it's funny. It's like yeah. I mean, when it comes to the police, it's like there's good cops, there's bad cops, and that's the problem.
was a bad dude.
We highlight the really, really bad things because that's what we do as a species. Because it's not like
wait. I'm sorry.
Well, no, just as a species, because we go like. We don't go, there's no leopard here, there's no leopard here, there's no leopard here, there's no leopard here, there's no leopard here. Oh my God, there's a leopard there. We just go, leopard,
It looks like a
fuck,
cheetah.
and then we run.
I'm not against you on this one. I really want to hit Grow the Farm up on this one because like that one's triggering the shit out of me. So
he says police mainly show up to document the crime after it's committed. Their ticket takers rarely do you hear about police actually preventing specific crime. Their existence is supposed to be deterrent. All right, go ahead.
No, blatantly no. Okay. The only part of deterrence that law enforcement serves is deterrence through presence. And that is if you are within the general vicinity, is that it is an active deterrent against people who might want to be there, or who might want to steal or violate when they see you that you are actually within an ability to respond. But their primary role as law enforcement is to enforce laws, and they are reactive, not proactive. So if you want to beat the shit out of me about the red flag law, being supporting that because it's kind of contradictory to that, 100%. But when it comes down to it, the police, from a political science point of view, because we live in a liberal society, is that you are not guilty you are not guilty until proven innocent, or excuse me, I can't even say this right.
You had it right. That's their perception.
In a court of law, you are innocent until proven guilty. To the police, you are innocent until given reasonable doubt.
Proven.
So they have to at least, in theory, and don't get me wrong, there's corruption, there's bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
They have to have a reason to pull you over, to have a reason to investigate you, search you on any kind of basis. You have rights. Now, whether if you know them all is one thing, and then also whether they're, trying to get around it because people don't know the rights, that's another big thing. But overall, police are not proactive. They are supposed to be reactive.
So Grow the Farm Up says you pretty much repeated my comment in 100 words when 10 would do. Good point. Before that, Brendan Roy said community policing is considered a deterrence until you get what was that dude in Florida?
Florida's a bad example.
That got beat up by the black kid and then killed him.
Wait,
the Zimmerman. What the fuck? There we go.
Yeah, that's when community policing goes wrong.
Zimmerman was a jackass. He got his ass beat by a 17-year-old kid and then shot him.
And
then he did a bunch more fucked up shit again and again.
Examples, and that's the unfortunate part, and that's a reason that if you scroll on TikTok right now, I could get on my TikTok, and if I scrolled 50 times, 10 of those videos would probably be unjust police stoppages or pulling people over for unreasonable things and unlawful reasons. And the police audits that happen on YouTube and TikTok, it's ungodly because police have such a bad rap because of the Zimmermans of the world. And once stuff like that happens, even going further back with police brutality, they're going to have a bad rap because of the power that they wield. And you expect somebody, and we've talked about this on the show multiple times, you expect somebody with that amount of power to have the proper amount of training, but unfortunately, that's not the case. A lot of the people that wear the uniform are thrown into that situation without much training at all. Hell, you can become sheriff without any training. And if you take that role too seriously,
all Phil has to do is register as a Democrat and throw his name in.
An absolute monster with that power that you're given with no training whatsoever. So it really comes down to character. And unfortunately,
There's
badge
a million weird
people.
sides of TikTok.
The
I just
badge
got a
attracts
TikTok and I'm
people
discovering them.
that don't care about
Welcome, Big
actually
Kip.
helping people. The badge does attract people who are known to be bullies, people who were bullies in middle school, high school, and so on. They want that power because they need to feel like they're still powerful. Like they graduate high school, well, shit, now I can't beat up the class nerd. I'll become a cop and I can still bully whoever the fuck I want. And that's unfortunately a lot of areas what the badge represents for people. So the pushback on the police force, I can totally respect that and I can understand it because we should hold these people to a higher standard. We absolutely should. And we should absolutely expect these people to go through the amount of training that it would take to be somebody who's there to protect and serve. But that's not the reality that we live in right now. And so
is that Karen or Kareen? Yeah.
The police be Karen. Some police can be. So it does lend credence to the idea that when you get pulled over, it's a high anxiety situation. It still is to this day, more so for some people because they're not going to be given any breathing room. If you make any sudden movement, if you don't have any proper one small typo on your registration, and it's going to be a night in the fucking clink. It's not the same for everybody. It's not the same everywhere. We can't pretend like it is.
Sorry, the comment.
Oh, Lord.
I'm on a fucking rant here, and you cat motherfuckers are just assholes.
No. Real quick, Tony, I'm all caught up on the chat except for Grow the Farm Up's latest one. But Amanda wants to know how many stars to make you sing, and can she pick the song?
Yes, you can. It's 500 stars. You can pick the song. Yes.
All right. And we're all caught up on chat except for this one. Revolvers don't jam.
What?
It's one of the reasons why one of my favorite revolvers is the Ruger Blackhawk. It's a single action. You got to cock the hammer, but that sumbitch works. Like I carried it every day for about 5 years, and it just fucking works. So yeah, I got to give that. Like there are times when a revolver is has its advantages.
Before Tony went on his rant, I had a question for you guys because I've been exploring different like entertainment options, and I miss Cops. I used to watch Cops all the time.
You can't do that show today.
No, it's still on, but you just have to find the right places for it. So like
I like live PD now. That's almost as fun.
Cops was better, I thought.
Or it used to be.
Anyway, it posed a question to me because like since COVID started and since George Floyd, like the way I see Cops, the TV show today is totally different. Like I don't watch it the same as I used to. Like I still get my lulls. Don't get me wrong. Like I still love watching a motherfucker get tased. That's my favorite thing in the world. It's the funniest thing. Like I will fall over like a schoolgirl, like crying on the ground when I see a dude get tased. I think it's fucking hilarious. But
can your taser beat meth?
I get angry watching that show. I would like want to kick my TV, like this blatant police harassment being passed off as entertainment.
That's what like. If Cops comes back to the overall population, like I've been able to watch it, like it's on Pluto TV. It's got its own fucking channel where it's just reruns. Right. So like, and I started watching them and I'm like, I'll watch a whole episode and I think it's just hilarious. And I'll see one episode was like, dude, you really have to pull that motherfucker over. Like he ain't doing anything wrong. And he's got a little itty bitty baggie of weed. And he's got prior convictions and he's on probation for having a baggie of weed. It's like leave the motherfucker alone. Like,
are we all going to agree that we need to decriminalize weed? Is that what we need to do?
Yeah.
Yes.
Good. Okay.
So there is a bill being advanced. We'll see where it goes.
Passed the House, but that's as far as it'll go.
So here's the thing. Almost anybody that I know that is a Republican who is under the age of 45 is either
okay
like, I don't care, or is 100% okay with it. Pretty much anyone I know who is a Democrat that is under 55 is okay with it. Why the hell has this not been done?
Because our government is run by people in their mid to late 80s.
I think we said this the other week was they're all still using the same talking points pushed by Reefer Madness, and they have not even looked at any of the data or any of the actual just logical conclusions that people with a sane mind have made. Just no, it's going to make me hallucinate, and I'm going to lose my mind, and I will be committed to an insane asylum with dementia. No.
And you know the thing that really like gets under my skin is that, you know, some of these folks were absolutely indulging with it themselves whenever, you know, they were, you know, in the battlefield of World War II.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so, you know, granted, Joe, like, no one is actually old enough to, you know, have served in World War II, but I mean, a lot of these guys,
Joe Biden. Joe Biden was.
A lot of them are Korean War vet age.
I was gonna say, like, there's a few.
Shut up,
like,
fat.
I mean, anymore, like, to be Korean War, you've got to be 90 now, right? So it's just one of those deals where like they're getting up there, but I mean, most of these are like the early kids that, you know, right before Woodstock, right? Yeah. So you know where this started from. So some of these guys, you know, were tripping on acid. You know, they were doing all the shit.
Oh, so you're saying by 2050, 2060, like mushrooms are going to be legal nationwide then?
Okay, so that's a whole other conversation. We'll get there here in a minute. But
medicinal's already on the move. But.
Yeah. So the big thing that I'm just getting at is like, I don't know what happened to that generation. I really don't. But whenever they went from cocaine to Rogaine, they just fucked up. They just completely they lost their shit, man.
I'm stealing that line, by the way. Yeah. That's a pretty good one.
Thank George Carlin for that.
Now, it's kind of funny. Scott Adams had this point, and he was talking about you can always tell if somebody else has had a psychedelic experience in your life, or you can at least kind of have a sense of it. And he was talking about, like, he was watching this panel of people on CNN, and he's almost certain that at some point Van Jones has had a psychedelic experience in his life. And I'm like, I could see that. Okay, I could see it. I could see him some point like 19, like tripping his balls off on some mushrooms out in the middle of the woods. Yes, and then that does kind of reevaluate a lot of people's mental standings and what they think about the world, or so I've heard.
Yes, so I've heard. I got one last story for us. We can keep on rocking if you guys are down with it. We're past our 2-hour mark, but fuck it, why not?
Doing fine right now.
Win in Rome. Baby,
I would grow the farm up. I'm going to disagree with you here. He says Sunday school taught us that Revelations was basically an acid trip. I'm going to disagree and say that it's more likely a psilocybin or mescaline trip.
Yeah, I was going to say, wasn't that a book? Oh god damn it, who was it?
Or both.
Damn it. No, there was a whole book about the magic mushroom and the Holy Ghost type thing. Like
yeah.
Oh, I know exactly. I actually have that book in my book collection. I
haven't read it yet. I have it upstairs. I bought it. I haven't read it yet. God damn it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So must have been really gripping.
It's a really gripping title because we can all fucking remember it.
It was the mushroom book, man.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Okay. Let's get into the topic du jour.
All right.
I don't believe we are being held hostage by Elon. Twitter CEO addresses angry staff and says they in control after billionaire's $43 billion takeover offer. As Tesla shares fall 9%, with investors fearing bid is a distraction. Parag took questions from staff during all hands-on meeting on Thursday, told employees that the board was continuing to review Musk's offer, blah, blah, blah. I guess today, I don't know how old this story is. I guess like this afternoon, this evening, they did put in measures to block this sale, which...
Well, the problem is if they actually go through with it, there is a very real argument that they're not upholding their fiduciary responsibility.
Well, didn't they open up
the investors can say the shareholders can say, what the fuck, board? There's this deal for extra billions. I would like those extra billions. You're not upholding your fiduciary responsibility. And so Musk knew exactly what he was going to do before he did this, and he's put himself in a position where they're in no win. No matter what they do, they can acquiesce, or it's going to hurt fucking hard.
This might be the worst article to have for this, because what they did today, I believe, was open up temporarily insight to every shareholder on like what it would do to them if they stick around versus allowing the sale or sale to go through.
So ultimately, this started with Elon Musk becoming a majority shareholder in Twitter to gain the power to basically control Twitter. And he declined a position on the board of directors because he wanted to be basically god of Twitter. And then last night or early this morning, Vanguard swooped in and took the majority stockholder position over Elon Musk.
And it's been hilarious watching lefties like cheer on Vanguard as if there's some sort of bastion of leftist thought and ideals.
Isn't that fucking gross?
Oh yeah. Well, what I said this morning, I posted in Tiberius's side chat this morning when I posted the Vanguard thing, is the information arms race has truly begun. Yeah. This is where now what I hope happens is we have people like Vanguard, we have people like Musk, and fuck it, Bezos, get in on this. Everybody, all the big billionaires try to fucking buy into a big chunk of fucking Twitter and all the big tech companies to the point where they become slowed down, fucking ossified, and fucking as useless as Congress. It'll be perfect.
Hold on. I'll see if I can find it. There was an amazing. Here it is. No, that's not it. There's a fucking amazing article by the Washington Post on this. And the headline alone, I fucking was laughing.
Well, keep in mind, this is Jeff Bezos owns the Post. So it's
I know
like,
that was the funny
why
part.
Didn't I think of that? And Bezos, you better watch out. Elon might go, I'm going to buy Amazon next. Wait, what? Add to cart.
Phil, what I'm hearing basically is that you support this chaos that Elon Musk is bringing to the table and basically burning Twitter to the ground. Is that what I'm hearing? That you support this idea?
It is what's now being called the law of Musk, and that is the most entertaining outcome to the people not involved in whatever undertaking will be the most likely outcome. So now what I'm saying here is actually at this moment, Twitter needs to be worried about employee sabotage more than anything. Yep. I'm not going to give this company over to Elon Musk. Delete. Like, so yeah,
I'm literally shaking right now.
They
Phil.
need to be really worried about that going forward, is if somebody like Vanguard or Musk or anybody gets too big of a share, is one of their more woke than thou blue-haired blue check marks that runs the place there currently gonna just fucking sabotage the whole thing. There's a non-zero chance of it, non-0% chance of that.
I cannot believe that you are sitting here right now live on air advocating for digital terrorism.
Jesus.
This is January 6th all over again on a digital scale, and you are basically being a QAnon shaman, and I'm literally shaking right now. The hairs on my arm are standing up. I am literally shaking.
You heard it here first, because within a few weeks, you're going to read that exact headline of some iteration of, is Elon Musk committing a digital January 6th? Like you're gonna read that at some point, but this motherfucker came up with it first. So I gotta give.
If I do, I might just take a break from the internet for a good week.
That's fair. That's fair.
Amanda asks, side note for later, will you all do Spice Girls Wannabe if I donate 500 stars?
For each of us.
I want to confess something real quick. I hate that the world has completely gone off the rails, but if it gets predictably off the rails of just, hey, we can now predict the next level of absolute stupid shit that we're going to hear, I might just sign out for a little while.
Still think this whole thing is the fucking dumbest and biggest waste of, like, I get the power. I get the power. There's two ways to look at this.
This timeline gives way too many
Hold
plot
on.
twists.
Mother Levin News, what did he say there?
Yeah, here you go.
He should start a brokerage and get red states to move to their retirement funds. That is the big play. Maybe. No, there's two ways to look at this. The one way I look at it is this is fucking dumb. Who cares? This is stupid.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, less than 10% of the country's on Twitter anyway. So, like,
Right.
Like, who gives a shit? This is fucking retarded. But then there's the other fucking view that all of the journalists are on there, and all of the journalists are curated by what they can and cannot say. And when you have the power to say you can't say this or you can't do this, that helps curate how the journalists go. So, like, when you have what the hell, the Atlantic is owned by Steve Jobs' wife. Yeah, Bezos running it. Fucking, I can't remember what Bill Gates owns. He owns another major news organization.
He owns enough.
Yeah, but like
he owns
it's
enough.
Like they're all screaming, "Oh no, a billionaire is gonna buy a social media company." It was like, oh, these news industries are run by billionaires.
Again, this was the best example.
But like,
he
gets to curate them. He gets to censor them. He gets to say what they can and cannot do. So like that power. Like, I don't know if I want anybody to have that power, but if I don't know Elon Musk personally. For what I see online, I hope he's I don't know, he's a troll.
Oh, he
It'd
calls
be fun
me
to
for
watch
advice almost
It'd be
daily.
fun to watch him ban New York
What should I
Times
do
for
about
making
this?
a fake news article for one day.
Oh God, that'd be beautiful.
Wouldn't
That
it
would
be beautiful to
If
see?
you don't like Twitter restrictions, just go start your own platform. He tried, Tom. He fucking tried, but now Vanguard's preventing him. Of course they are, because they're like the CIA, and they're gonna stop the domestic terrorism that's digital.
I'm starting to think that there's no love for
Okay.
Tom here.
No, we do.
No,
we actually.
there's-
we love
actually
Tom. We
do
just give
love
him a lot.
Tom.
We just give him a hard time.
Corn Pop wasn't bad.
like, I
Oh,
think it's funny
500
people-
stars coming in from Brandon Korblich. Who's that going to, and what do you want him to do?
People
We
call
actually
him
do
right
love
wing, but
Tom.
here on this show, we call him a triple commie and a quadruple Marxist. So
And
I
as
call him a
much
quad
as
commie.
he loves to be, he loves it.
yeah, but we love you. But yeah, it's and also check out Tiberius D.
But
I think Trump would disagree.
Twitter
No,
blows. I think Trump would disagree. No, I think Trump would absolutely.
he'd totally be on board with the Twitter blows until they put me back on. Come on,
Fuck
Elon,
Trump.
buy up more. I need my Twitter back. Like, yeah,
my
that
Twitter.
will be a big one.
I've been jonesing for a good tweet for like 2 years now. It's going to be tremendous. I've got
forget,
selfies of me and Stormy, even though that didn't happen. Unless she says my cock is huge.
He totally got paid for that, by the way.
Oh God, that's the best. That is the
Everything
best
Stormy Daniels
love
said was a
story
lie,
ever.
unless she said I'm a wildcat in bed, in which case it's all true.
Better love story than Twilight. Donald Trump and Stormy Daniels. He
Mm.
paid her, then she paid him. Like
No, the money
I
was
weep.
for the fact that she missed out on one of the greatest sexual awakenings of her life. That was what the money was for.
Yes.
The Dawn. What are your choices? All right, I'm gonna pop this bitch
Pop
up.
it up.
No, if I can find it. Sorry, was unprepared. It's my bad. It's my bad.
Should always
you're-
be prepared.
Well, whatever. Fuck off.
Should have went to
your
the Boy Scouts.
Here are your choices. The Dawn.
So you can make somebody rant about something. You can make somebody sing a song. You can mute somebody for up to 5 minutes. We've already had.
I've done one beer chug. so
Tony's
it
done a
costs-
beer chug.
I would for you. I would do one for 500.
Okay, I've done a
I've
shot.
done one shot, so it would take 1,000
So
for
is
me.
Phil. Phil's
For
taking
Phil, it would
3.
take
I've taken
2,000.
1.
Yeah.
Chicken, it would take 1,000. Yep. There you go.
So there you go. Those are your
So,
options.
Well,
Stephen, this is not on the menu. I'm sorry. That's going to cost you a lot more.
How about
bitch.
500 stars? You can go over there and pierce his nipples.
It's going to cost a lot more than 500. Sorry for the nerd talk. Say what you want about Tom. The dude knows how to take a punch after another punch, then knee to the groin, then a chokehold, finished by another punch. Exactly, Tom.
That was like every time he was on the show. It was fun.
And that's why I like Tom. Tom does not give a fuck. He's got the endurance of Rocky Balboa. And thanks for saying everything I was typing out.
Now I'm gonna read that because it's just too funny because we're talking about if Trump gets his Twitter back. This was from
Motherfucker.
January 7th, 2021, from the Babylon Bee. Trump circumvents Twitter ban with emergency alert system. Trump has been banned from Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and MySpace, but he still has one way to reach the American people: the presidential alert system. Rigged election, not good, sad, Trump wrote in his first alert, sent automatically to every American cell phone. This was followed by a storm of other messages. Mike Pence is a traitor, lock him up, and release the Kraken too. The Apprentice was just not as good of a show since I've left. Very sad to see the end of a once great show. Sad. Constitutional scholars say that Trump has every right to do this, and there's nothing we can do except resign ourselves to getting a message every few minutes until January 20th, when Biden will take over the alert system. Since he does not know how to use anything invented after the phonograph, it will be fairly quiet for at least 4 years. So yeah, that was the Babylon. And to me, I was laughing pretty hard. Yep, Americans have just resigned themselves to getting a new message from Trump on their phones every.
Well, what's he gonna say today, guys?
I can't believe
that's what Twitter was. Most people on would look at Trump on Twitter and be like, "What's this crazy fuck gonna say today?"
Yeah,
they didn't care what he said.
That's a joke article from the Babylon Bee. People don't fucking flip out. But yeah, that I thought was
all of a sudden we're fucking kicked off. Covfefe? You spelled it wrong, by the way. It was Covfefe.
Right. That's another reason why I think Elon Musk is. Do you want Twitter to have an edit button?
Yeah.
Actually, yes, I do. But it should show that it has been edited.
But the problem,
and you should be able to see the original tweet.
Exactly.
Because the problem is, here's what's going to happen. The more political than now, they're going to get here, look at my cute puppy, 18,000 likes. And then they're going to change it to, I stand with Ukraine. Look at my 18,000 likes. And I have you're going to see a lot of weird shit like that.
All right, I'm going to knock this out.
All right, here it is. Oh,
Das Boot! Another mini Das Boot. You're welcome, the Dawn. Yes, Das Boot. Ugh. This is not a chugging beer.
Ziggy Zaggy, Ziggy Zaggy.
Oi. Wait,
Ziggy Zaggy, Ziggy Zaggy. Yeah, I can get some music.
Hit me with some music.
All right. You want the night driving or you want the
I want it as sexy as possible.
What's the daydreaming?
It is a good beer.
Big
It's
Bucket Empire.
It's not one that I want to slam and get all over my chest, even.
It's a show you got nothing to fear. Big Bucket Empire.
You might see some nipple up in here.
Well done, T. Well done. Big Bucket Empire.
I thought we were going to see some nipple.
Post show,
folks.
Empire.
It's coming up right after this story.
Oh, fuck you, Steven. Don't even. Motherfucker, listen, you are a weak bottom and I'm a power top, and that's gonna be our relationship. Don't even fucking
I wish I could quit you.
I'm gonna slap my dick on your boy clit. All right.
Jesus Christ.
All right. Yeah, we're talking.
Yeah,
Tony's ready for a post
Save
show.
that for the post show. My God.
I just had to establish my dominance. All right. Sorry.
If somebody were to come and somebody were going to come hang out at the post show, where would they find a way to join that post show, Tony?
Well, it's funny that you asked that, Chicken. It's actually really, really easy, and actually, it's never been easier than I personally have made it. It's right here on this banner, right there. It's so easy. It's like the second banner down when you click on that link. It's just right there. It says post show. It's amazing.
So if I typed in the Linktree / Big Buckin link and hit enter, it would be the second button.
Well, obviously, look, if you click on this link, you're going to get all the social media.
We should demonstrate this.
You should get all. Well, you can get rid of that.
Yes, you probably should show people how that works.
Yeah,
because
that's true. Because some people aren't that. Wow, mother loving news. Wow, fucking wow. Really, holy shit.
I missed it. All right, I'll come back
It's
to it.
brutal. It's
Yeah,
brutal.
E
But I mean, I
slash
get it.
Big Bucket. I've watched some of his videos. It's
There you
fun.
go. So all you gotta do is type in
Look at that.
linktr.ee/big bucket.
/big
And
You
yeah,
can
it's the
jump into the
post
post
show.
show and you can come
And
talk shit.
scroll down a little more. Scroll
All
down.
those
Actually,
icons at the top.
you got
hang on, all
Revolution
those
Wrestling
icons at the top
Podcast.
will take
Oh
you
my
to
God.
the Big Bucket Empire.
You got
But
KOE
then-
Nation on YouTube right there. You got Norwalk IRL on Spotify, the Yanked Up Podcast, Yanked Up Podcast Gaming. Like, folks, these are all places that you need to check out.
But specifically, the Big Bucket Empire, you got the Facebook, Twitter, the Instagram, the TikTok, the Spotify, YouTube.
Yeah,
and
it's all
Twitch,
across the top there.
all at the top.
Yep.
And then
All the links
the
of of pretty much everything within under the vast
that shit.
national
Exactly.
empire of the Big Bucket Empire and the KOE Nation, these two allied kingdoms, everything within them and all sundry you can find at Linktree/Big Bucket.
Mother loving news, you have no idea.
Oh,
I've known that guy for almost all my life.
Tony's like, well, fuck you guys. What the
Yes,
fuck?
man. It's not right.
Now, chicken, you swore you'd never tell about that
You
weekend.
swore you'd
until
never
you-
tell.
Well,
Look, that's why you didn't get a second date, because you were a dead fish.
and that's why me and Phil hang out now.
That's true. Look,
I don't know
okay,
what
so
to
let's
say.
finish off this musky Twitter debacle, and then
Yeah, I
we
think
can
the
go.
whole thing's stupid. It's a big waste of money.
No,
The
no,
best
no,
thing
no,
that
no.
we'll
It's
get.
not stupid. It's the
not stupid.
I
information
hate
war of our time. It's the
I hate it.
digital fucking war that, like,
You can
it's
say it only
2%.
what ideas
2%
will
of
be
people
allowed
are
to
actually
promulgate
watching.
online. It's kind of
So,
the most important thing we
let
can
me go
worry
back.
about.
Let me go back. Less than 10% of people are actually on Twitter. Of that 10%, like 2% of them are active. Okay. So, like,
Fine.
when you think about the population of the United States, think about all the people we know in our personal lives and all the shit we talk about on here. We bring up all these stories, we talk through them, we go through the nuance of it. And then you
Sure.
go to your random fucking dude down the street and you're like, hey, did you hear about Joe Biden shaking hands with the air, or that a bird shit on his, you got a 1 in 5 chance. Maybe they heard about it, but they don't know anything about it. But then you start talking about, the ghost of Kiev. They'd be like, yeah, I heard that motherfucker shot down 6 fucking MiGs. You'd be like, damn it. No. Like that's most people. That's most people. Okay. That's the same people that aren't on Twitter. Okay. That's 98% of the people aren't on Twitter are going to believe the Ghost of Kiev shit. They don't watch our show. They don't pay attention to actual fucking news. They sit there and they jerk off to Brian Stelter and fucking drink their goddamn coffee and their stupid little wines. Or no, the seltzer beers is what they do. They fucking drink
White
seltzer
Claws.
beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, White Claws. Sorry, all of you
Seltzer
that drink
beer while
White Claws.
jerking off seltzer. Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
That's
No,
well
it-
done.
Specific.
Well done.
That's why I think this is a huge waste of money, because the influence is not
else
going to
are you gonna
go
do
as
with
far as we think it will. Like, we all know most people don't know shit. Like, most people are just going to work. They come home, they feed their kids, they go to bed, get up, they go to work, come home, feed their kids, go to bed. Like, they don't watch this shit. They don't pay attention to it. They don't care. As long as the lights are on, as long as the food's on the shelves at the store and the gas pumps, yeah, it might be a little expensive, but as long as they can fucking fill their tank, they don't give a shit.
Well, the thing,
Availability is more important than price.
the pushback I'll give to that, chicken, is these websites now, whether we like to admit it or not, like the major media, the websites, they hold the power of, for millions, tens of millions. You could even make the argument of hundreds of millions of people in the world. It is not real unless it is allowed to be discussed on Twitter. That is the kind of influence you cannot buy. Okay.
2% of people.
Trump, or not Trump, Jesus Christ. Musk is trying very hard to buy it, but that is the kind of influence, like, that is almost godlike. We have never had anything that's quite that powerful in our modern era, and woe is us if it ever falls in the hands of the wrong people, because who knows what shit will be peddled for truth on these websites.
Go ahead, Tiberius.
Oh, I kind of just need to bolt at this point. It's getting kind of late.
Well,
It's
give
kinda
yourself
like-
a shout out, sir.
Yeah, I
Yes,
was kind of
by all
like,
means.
as far as Elon, I'm kind of waiting for the dust to settle here, because literally I was having a conversation with some buddies about this the other day, and it's like, oh, Elon's gonna take over Twitter. Oh, well, now he's not even gonna be on the board of directors. Oh, now he's making an offer. It's just like, either one of two things I'm convinced of. Either one, Elon is just kind of playing this by the seat of his pants because he either thinks it's fun or because he's actually, he's got something going on, or it is Elon has a kind of a master plan worked out here where he's going to get what he wants somehow because he can't lose. I don't know. Every now and again, I think Elon's dumber than shit because he literally invested in a battery company, and batteries are actually kind of fucking horrible. But on the other side of that is that this dude was kind of underperforming as one of the billionaires up until about 2019, and then he just took the fuck off. So whatever he's doing lately, it's working for him.
Can't disagree with that. No, like this whole thing has he is smart to the point where he knows how to get himself in the public limelight. He knows how to interject himself into the right situation that it's not going to offend enough people to make him a pariah. But this thing, this Twitter thing, he is interjecting himself that is going to turn him, specifically his brand, for half of the country, like they're going to turn on him tenfold. So if he does manage to find a way to become the majority shareholder, to become above the board of directors, to become the Twitter god, if you will, if he finds himself in that position, he will also find himself at the top of the most wanted cancellation list. That will happen. It will happen quickly,
Likely.
and he will not know how to handle it. But is it a waste of money? I don't know. I don't think it is, because here's the thing. At this point, he has enough money. Anything he does could be considered a waste of money, or anything he does could be considered a noble crusade. It really doesn't matter. And if at this point he's going to waste a few million to $1 billion pissing off a bunch of fucking woke people on Twitter, really? Is it a waste of money? Because
I'll take the lols. The lols
this
aren't
day and
worth
age,
$43 billion.
yeah.
Yeah.
Lols,
Now,
fuck. Worth millions in 2022.
True. Now, Brendan Roy has a question. I'm also kind of curious here. Like, I'm not after some gotcha here or something. I'm just curious. Like, so what is your take? What do you got against batteries and why? And like, because to me, it's like, it's
From what
another
I
alternative.
understand,
Like,
the
battery
technology's just
technology
not
isn't
there.
very good right now,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it does have potential. But Tiberius, the floor is yours.
Oh yeah, sure. So the problem is the battery movement actually has been subterfuged by the eco geeks, because if you're going to get solar to actually work, you need batteries. You need to be able to store that energy, because
Yep.
primary solar power generation is between 11 and 3 or 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. Primary power usage is between 6 and 9 p.m. So you have to store all that, right?
Yep.
And let's just not forget that if you're actually going to use it at nighttime, we'll just ignore that little fact. So, what do? You have to have a better battery technology, and the eco geeks have been absolutely hammering on this for 20 years. And so they've kind of incorporated themselves into basically the battery revolution movement, if you will. It went nowhere because we're talking about people who are so bad at math that in a general sense is that they openly ignored that the best green energy tech is called nuclear, if you're talking about a carbon emission standpoint.
Wait, what's nuclear? I thought that was really bad.
Right. So anyway, to finish out where I'm at and like what I'm saying here is that batteries are actually incredibly inefficient as a store of power, and particularly a transmitter of power. There's actually a inverse relationship curve between how fast the battery charges and dispenses energy versus how much it can store. So it's either it stores a shitload of energy, but it gets out and goes in really damn slowly, or it's literally like, oh, rapid charging, but it doesn't hold shit. That's batteries in a nutshell. Don't get me wrong. There's some exceptions to that. And credit to Musk, Tesla is not nearly a car company as it is a battery company, and they've done a lot of work.
Yep.
And they've done some significant changes to battery technology, whether it's lithium ion or all the other shit that they're working on. But to actually make battery tech work at scale, you are looking at a revolution in battery technology, and we're not even there yet. We're not even close. Now, granted, could that happen tomorrow? Some guy in the lab finds it out tonight. Oh, hey, if you put this thing together with this thing, all of a sudden it works. Sure. but I am not going to sleep on that one. Absolutely.
I'll give you that. Like it's not staying the course with the technology that we have. It's trying to find actual innovations and further the technology. That matters.
All right.
Well, Ty, I think chicken, shall we?
I think we're getting to that point. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Jesus Christ. Just remember George Jetson was born this year.
God damn it. Well, folks,
Holy
Here's
shit.
George Jetson.
as I'm known to say around here. All that being said, thank you for joining us for episode 134. My soul's on fire, feeling hot, hot, hot here at the Big Buckin' Empire, YouTube and Facebook. Folks, it's the right place to be. We have been joined by a very special guest, the one, the only Tiberius D of YouTube, Tiberius D of Twitch, Tiberius D of Twitter, and most importantly, patreon.com/Tiberius_D, folks. If you have found any value from this conversation, you can be the gasoline to make this go forward more, folks. Also, be sure to like, share, subscribe to KOE Nation on YouTube, KOE Nation on Twitch, KOE Nation on TikTok. Be sure to hit the like, share, subscribe. Also, go over to the Dog and Chicken Show on YouTube. It's our backup channel for when they try to silence us yet again. Follow this guy, Tony the Rod 2.0 on TikTok, and all of us at the Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us. God bless every last one of you. Travel well. I hope all of you make it back here. Happy, healthy, much the wiser. Tony, Chicken, Tiberius, take it away.
Corn Pop was a bad dude.
Sorry, I had Corn Pop popping up in the back of my headphones here. Tiberius, go ahead. Let everybody know where they can find you and say goodnight.
Yeah, so I'm Tiberius D. You can find me at Twitch and YouTube. Man, I tell you what, KOE does a wonderful introductions and outros for me, so always appreciated. But yeah, if you think my takes are terrible, you're very welcome to come over to largely, I do the Twitch live streams, and then anything that I pretty much do is recorded and later put on to YouTube. So you can see me explain it, whether you think I'm an idiot or you agree with me or disagree with me. Hell, I'm even interested in having a chat. So I am on Twitter. I am on Facebook. All many things. Tiberius D with a Y, not an I. Easy to find off. But yeah, definitely check out the Mask Off podcast if you guys get a chance. It's kind of my go-to thing. But I also do talk about what's going on in the wider world, such as geopolitics. I've been talking a lot about Ukraine, how the Russians kind of went from trying to reform their army to trying to run military drills to walking into Ukraine thinking it was going to be easy and getting their shit pushed in. So anyway, there's 1,000 things I talk about. I also do some nerdy stuff too in regards to I do a wonderful video of Commander William T. Riker from Star Trek The Next Generation. And is he a good character? And more particularly, is he a good officer? Which is part of that discourse that was going around there on YouTube for a bit. Like, oh, is he actually that good? So, yeah, if any of that sounds interesting at you, plenty of content over there on Twitch and YouTube. Appreciate it, guys.
Thanks, Tiberius, as always. I'll leave it to Tony to wrap up the night because I have to find the outro on the goddamn thing anyway. So as always, folks, thanks for tuning in. It was a great time. I enjoyed myself. I hope you did as well. As always, appreciate you. Love you. Bye and cheers.
So yeah, Brennan Roy, just to finish off the comment section. Battery argument, carry a computer in my hand. It says it stays charged for quite a while. Battery tech has come a long way. Brennan, I love you to death, and I'm probably gonna try to spoon with you very, very soon. Laptop batteries are some of the worst batteries. So that terrible example. Actually, the vibrator example that Zombie Batman had was a way better example. Way better. That was perfect. God damn it.
Yes.
That was fucking brilliant. God damn it. You're brilliant. He's talking about his phone, talking about my phone, talking about there you go. All right, fine. No, actually, no. Still, phone batteries. They're designed to last a year tops, and then you have to buy a new one in a year after that because phones are designed to last 1 year, maybe 2 years max. regardless. Anyway, I finished off a bunch of really small bottles of scotch tonight. Then I finished off an Oban 14.
You have to buy another one of those.
Yeah, this is one of the best scotches you can get.
All those
Oban
minis
14.
you finished off tonight, the reviews for those are going to be dropping at KOE Nation each Saturday going forward, folks. So,
yeah, Big
Brendan,
Daddy.
I
Can't
want
wait
my
to
turn.
spin, huh?
Hey, look, I called dibs first. It is what it is.
I know.
Look,
Okay, well, folks.
we
all
touched
that
on a lot
being
of
said-
stuff.
All that
You
being
can-
said, Tony, say goodnight, goddammit.
I'm trying. Look, you can find me at Tony the Rod 2.0 on TikTok. One of these days, I'll actually try and go on live. I've got over 4,000 followers on there now. Still haven't tried going live, but God damn it, I'll get there. Folks, this was another wonderful show. Chicken making this show possible. Phil for giving us the charisma. And Tiberius for giving us some street cred, for fuck's sake. And I'm just Tony G. Thank you very much. Like, share, subscribe. This shit right here. Literally. Like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, all that shit. And we will see you here next week. Maybe Thursday? I don't fucking know. Just go to the Facebook page, go to the YouTube page. We'll let you know. All that being said, we will see you next week for episode 135. 135.
Cheers. Love you. Bye.
And see if it just smooths itself out.
Tell you what I'll do. If I ever get back, I promise to refabricate you. Raging rivers of gold. That's what the brochure advertised. And now we're lost. We gotta take it down. Let you down slow.